You're listening to KOZQ, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It's time for Tiger football. It's the 2023 campaign for your Waynesville Tigers. Our game is brought to you by Life Care Center, Post Spawn, Action Automotive, Air Serve Heating and Air, Baymont Inn, Bates Self Storage, Ed Wilson Auto Works, A to Z Exterminating, A-Plus Tire and Lube, On-Site Towing and Recovery, Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, Suggy's Fashion and Beauty Supply, the Marys County Bank, Seeger Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Hollett and John Gregory, Paul's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. Let's get you to the gridiron for Waynesville Tiger football.
And a very good evening to you and yours here at Tiger Stadium, here in, of course, Waynesville, Missouri, where we are getting set for the final week of the regular season. The Waynesville Tigers set to host the West Plains Zizzers here tonight. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Glad you could join me here on this Friday. We are about 25 minutes to kick off. It is a very special day for the Waynesville Football Tiger program, as it is senior night. Here tonight, they're actually currently in the process of honoring this year's seniors, 16 of them, in fact, including a very interesting senior who is dressed out for the first time here this season. We will have plenty to talk about here along the way. But again, it is Connor Harbert here with you today, trying to lock in the number 4 seed for districts tonight. Is Waynesville cannot move up any further for the most part. Third really has been out of reach for the last few weeks, but trying to lock in a potential home game for the first round of districts next week. That's really the only question to be answered. We already know who Waynesville is going to be playing pretty much here. Going to be taking on Ozark next Friday, but whether it's here or Ozark is the question that needs to be answered here tonight. But Waynesville also trying to bounce back from what was definitely a disappointing loss last week. Of course, the Route 66 traveling trophy being given over to Rolla for the second time. 28-7 your final score here in that one. And so there's a lot of question marks hanging on over this game. West Plains, of course, they're having themselves a fairly solid season. West Plains in a dogfight for number 2 in their district here at the moment. But this is definitely going to be a better team than what Waynesville saw last week. Of course, we can always hope that maybe the home crowd is able to kind of maybe turn the game in Waynesville's favor or things like that. But Waynesville's definitely going to have to play a better game, I would say. And I think that's something that even the team and the coaches would agree on, is this team really needs to do a better job of finding stops on the defensive end, being ready for the running game. Because I'll tell you what, West Plains, they've definitely got some players here that are going to make Waynesville work. It's another team here with some definite star players, definite star power. Of course, everybody knows Briggs Houston is really the guy here for this Zizzers team, but we'll kind of have to wait and see. Obviously, we are about 22 minutes away. They continue to honor seniors here. Mason Perez walking down the field here at the moment. Again, one of those 16 seniors here today for Waynesville. So, hey, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take ourselves a quick time out. When we come back, again, we'll start going over some keys to the game. I will say, had a coach's interview lined up, but it looks like it is not cooperating with me here today. Had to do my best just to even get the commercials all lined up for you. And, of course, the coach's interview being part of that, didn't want to register. So, unfortunately, technical difficulties, but I can kind of talk you through what we've heard from Coach Barkley as we approach tonight and our last week of the regular season. But hey, we'll be back here in a few minutes. Again, 21 and a half minutes away from opening kickoff here today. Waynesville and West Plains. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Football season means one thing, tailgate parties. And for 46 years running, the best-selling tailgates have been Ford F-Series. And right now at Ed Moore's Ford in St. Robert, you can get their best deals of the year on every built Ford Tough truck in stock. Hurry in today to get great low APR finance rates, big cash back, and amazing low monthly payments. So before you head to the game, head to Ed Moore's Ford in St. Robert and get the ultimate tailgate for the ultimate tailgate party. Stop by now and get backed by Morse today.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invites you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered, from inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs. Our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh, yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh, yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey, Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also, find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And once again, back here at Tiger Stadium in Waynesville, we are now just over 15 minutes away from getting going here. Our senior night festivities still very much continuing here as we are still moving through the football team. We've also got the band and the cheerleaders as well. In fact, they just added another 5 minutes to the clock here. So it looks like we are actually going to be a little bit long here today. Looks like kickoff is going to be just past 7 o'clock here today. That speaks to how many seniors are celebrating here today. Of course, Waynesville, 3 great programs in the football team, the cheerleaders, and the band as well. I've gotten to watch all of them here this year from up here in the booth, so got to honor them all here today. But again, taking on the West Plains Scissors here today, they come into town. Waynesville looking to really wipe away the disappointment of last week. And of course, we flash back real quick to that game. To that, of course, 28-7 loss to the Rolla Bulldogs. And I think really the one thing you say is it was a disappointing game as a defense. Of course, we know Waynesville defensively, they have really hung their hat on being able to really kind of stop the run and really just stop high-flying teams in general. But when faced with the Bulldogs last week, who really don't do anything too complicated on the offensive side of the football, it was definitely not an easy time there. Gave up lots of rushing yards, of course, did not find themselves picking up a single stop. 4 drives for Rolla and 4 touchdowns on the day. And so this is a unit, I think, that is really going to need to be hungry and really going to want to kind of right those wrongs. You're not going to see too much different here today. You might see a little bit more in the passing game here from West Plains, but they have got some guys. They've got some very big guys here who they will try to basically run you over with. Of course, we talk about Briggs Houston. He's listed as a wide receiver. He will play a couple different spots here today. 6'6", 222 pounds. That is a wide receiver. That is an offensive player who's basically just shaped up like a linebacker. And so you got to be ready to come up and hit hard, hit low, take him out at the legs if you have to, wrap up and bring him down here, because if you tackle high today, it's not going to be a fun time for you. You're going to end up on the turf, and he's just going to keep rolling right along there. Of course, West Plains is not really a one-man team. They definitely have some other players here as well. You got to watch out for the QB. Of course, trying to remember the name here. Unfortunately, the rosters we were given here today, they have basically the first names cut off there. But the QB, he's going to be throwing here today a little bit on the defensive side. Again, this is a team with a lot of size. You've got some juniors, some seniors. This is a team that, remember, lost a lot of seniors last year, West Plains. So they are kind of getting in those new guys here. You've got, of course, Aaron Hargrove, excuse me. He's going to be a guy to watch today, 6'3", 315 pounds. So Waynesville, again, it's been pretty much the kind of story. We haven't really had any kind of, other than maybe the game against Hillcrest and Parkview, Waynesville has found themselves outsized a little bit here. We've seen that that's not always necessarily a bad thing. Waynesville has been able to get up and harass certain teams there, but it is going to be another thing here today. Waynesville going to be outsized up front. West Plains, by the way, they are 4-4 here on the season. They are coming off of a win last week, 44-20 over Parkview. Before that, had dropped 3 straight. They kind of ran the gambit that Waynesville had to run a little bit earlier on in the season. Had to run that Camdenton, Kickapoo, and Lebanon gambit. Dropped all 3 of those games. But a big win over Rolla back on September 15th, 42-14. So remember, Waynesville dropping that game to Rolla there. They're going to have to play good here today. This is definitely not something where you can say, well, Parkview, they kept them. Parkview scored 3 touchdowns. I don't think it's necessarily going to be that way here today. Briggs Houston, I know, has actually been dealing with some injury problems. Waynesville, a lot of good news here as far as the injury report goes. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. But Houston, I do believe, is going to be good to go here for this game. So they're going to be facing West Plains at their best. So, something to talk about here today. Of course, injuries and just players back in general. You may have noticed a few names out last week. Johnny Hedrick still out of this game, as I do believe. I do believe I saw him there, not dressed out on the field here today. And of course, no Mason Perez here for this one. But a couple names back here, including, well, dressed out, at least, Bishop Godwin, who we have not seen all year. Remember, hurt his knee or hurt his leg at the beginning of the season. He's been out with that injury. He was dressed out and throwing here today. So a curious thing there. Will he play tonight, or will it just be kind of a dressed out on senior night kind of situation? He was out there. He was taking snaps. He was throwing the football. We will have to wait and see about Bishop Godwin, but he is dressed out here today, I can tell you that much. Also dressed out here today, Brandon Howard was not a part of last week's game, but that'll be a big skill player back in the lineup here for Waynesville, of course, as we know, can run the football. But if no Godwin here today, of course, things will most likely be the same at the quarterback position. Would expect the 50-50 between Castro and Aiden Most to continue. Castro, kind of the pass guy, kind of the hand him off kind of guy, kind of the field general, if you will. And of course, if you need the quarterback run, Moss does give you a few more options there. Definitely more of a runner in that sense. But again, if Godwin does come back here today, kind of throws another wrinkle into the system. Do we see him work in here today in a full-time capacity, maybe a limited capacity? I'm not quite sure, but offensively, Waynesville, I think the big story is, well, you got to finish your drives. You take a look at last week's game and you say, well, you know, Rolla scored 4 times on you, but you could have had that game a shootout. Waynesville moved the ball very well last week against the Bulldogs, but they really had a hard time finishing drives. That was the big issue. 3 turnovers last week's game. You know, we talked all season long about how Waynesville's been able to force turnovers, had that streak broken last week, and also committed 3 themselves, 2 interceptions, and 1 fumble there as well, all of which happened within the Rolla 30-yard line. So moving the football was not the problem. It was finishing things off, and so we'll see if Waynesville can really do that here today. Might end up getting into a bit of a dogfight here. This West Plains defense is prone to give up quite a few points when they play certain squads. Of course, only gave up 21 to Glendale, so that is something there. But, actually, only gave up 7 to Glendale there, but gave up 45 to Camdenton, 42 to Bolivar in a narrow loss there. Gave up 52, 49 to Lebanon and Kickapoo, respectively. So, this is a defense that can be attacked. You just got to be ready to go and finish up your drives there. We'll see if Waynesville can get it done there. The streak, 9 straight wins here for, clicked on the wrong matchup there. 9 straight wins for West Plains over Parkview, believe it or not. But when we take a look at this one, it's actually longer. 10 straight wins for West Plains over Waynesville. Last time out, 43-18. Remember, that game was being played in West Plains. So the return matchup this year here at home. Let's go ahead and take ourselves another break. Again, we are on senior night. We were about 10 minutes away from opening kickoff. That has been extended. We are now back to 15 minutes away from opening kickoff. So let's go ahead and take another break. I'll let a few more sponsors identify themselves. We'll come back and we'll continue talking on through here as we try to make it through. Again, no coaches interview here today, unfortunately. Had a bit of a technical issue. Had to kind of sacrifice it there to make sure that the program even worked. I guess some files got corrupted along the way, but we'll just go ahead and kind of move forward here. So, we'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. It is Waynesville Tiger Football. West Plains visiting town here today. You're listening to Tiger Football Z102.3.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone, but not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.dominos.com.
It's October savings all month long at your Napa Parts Store St. Robert Auto Supply. See better and drive safer with $16 off a pair of Trico Silicone, Edge, and Force wiper blades. Save up to 30% on Mobile One Extended Performance Synthetic Motor Oil. And get ready for the colder weather with ISO Heat's Injector Cleaner, Water Remover, and Full Line Antifreeze, now $3.29 each. It's all at your Napa Parts Store St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue. Get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Move it, buddy. Let's go, man. The light's green, man. The gas pedal's the one on the right.
Need a quick tow? On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey.
Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream,
2
sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that. Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
And once again, welcome back here to Tiger Stadium here in Waynesville, where again we are about 9 minutes away now from opening kickoff. Again, going to be starting just a little bit past 7 o'clock here today as the Waynesville Tigers wrap up their regular season, taking on the West Plains Zizzers. Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. Glad you could join me here for this one. Again, going to be about 71 degrees here at kickoff. That will drop, though, as we kind of move throughout the evening. Of course, a low of about 48 today, if I am not mistaken. So things are going to get a little bit chilly, but not really before we are done. Again, about 10 p.m. It'll be about 57 degrees here today. So people dressed warmly, but quickly dropping here as we move toward kickoff. So Waynesville again 2-6 on the campaign, still hunting for that third win of the season. Gonna be a tough one here today. Definitely gonna be a bit of a challenge to overcome West Plains here in this contest, but certainly it is possible. Of course, West Plains has been given a little bit of problems at times. Parkview did end up losing by 24, but I do remember Parkview was in that game for quite a while there. So if Waynesville can strike early and strike often, and then hold that lead, like we saw kind of the collapse against Bolivar, if you can hold on to that lead as well, you can certainly play your way into this one. Again, West Plains 4-4 here this season. How about districts, though? Of course, we've been talking about districts quite a bit here this year, and with 1 week left to go, it is certainly worth talking about. Again, things have gotten interesting over the last few weeks here. Joplin is now number 3 in the district, but that doesn't really matter here for Waynesville. It's not going to be possible to catch him up here today. Joplin is 5-3, Waynesville at 2-6. They are a few games behind and about 14.66 district points here behind. The team Waynesville needs to worry about here today is Ozark. Ozark 1-7 here this season, but they are 4.25 district points away here tonight. And so, with Ozark playing Nixa, it is very unlikely that Ozark beats them here today. Of course, remember Nixa, they are number 1 in the district. They are, I believe, either undefeated, 8-0 Nixa is here this season. So it's very unlikely, but you got to play your best here today so that you don't let Ozark jump you and suddenly a perhaps home game next week turns into a road trip to Springfield once again, or just outside of Springfield, of course, in Ozark. So something to kind of pay attention to there, but we'll see how things go here today. Again, Ozark taking on Nixa at Nixa. Not a long drive for Ozark, but they are on the road here today. Looks like we do have the national anthem coming up next here. I think they're going to honor band at halftime here today, I do believe, or perhaps I straight up missed it here, just kind of preparing for tonight's broadcast. But either way, it looks like we do have the national anthem coming up next. So let's go ahead and take ourselves a break. We'll come back here again in a few minutes. And when we come back, we'll continue on here. We'll look at tonight's slate of games. We've got some other games, of course, in the area. And so we're going to see who's playing who this last week of the regular season. Getting back in a few, you're listening to Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
You didn't think it would get this far. It was an innocent mistake. Your attorney will fix things eventually, but right now, you got a bigger problem. You need $5,000 to get out of jail, and you don't have a clue how to get it.
Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Compassionate, professional, and serving you 24/7. When legal trouble strikes, call 573-855-4733. That's 573-855-4733. Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Historic Route 66, Waynesville.
Hey there, parents. Looking for top-notch pediatric care right in your community? Look no further than Phelps Health Pediatrics. We're your trusted partner in helping keep your kiddos healthy and happy. Our team of expert physicians and providers are here to provide compassionate, family-centered care for your children from birth through adolescence. We understand that your child's well-being is your top priority, and it's ours too. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more. Phelps Health, your health, our mission.
Football season means one thing, tailgate parties. And for 46 years running, the best-selling tailgates have been Ford F-Series. And right now at Edmore's Ford in St. Robert, you can get their best deals of the year on every built Ford Tough truck in stock. Hurry in today to get great low APR finance rates, big cash back, and amazing low monthly payments. So before you head to the game, head to Edmore's Ford in St. Robert and get the ultimate tailgate for the ultimate tailgate party. Stop by now and get backed by Morse today.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
And once again, back here at Tiger Stadium here in Waynesville, where again, we're just a few moments away from getting going here, our final week of the regular season, senior night, as the Waynesville Tigers are set to take on the West Plains Zizzers. Connor Harbin here with you today, Z102.3. Of course, before we take a look at the slate of games here today, it is worth talking about a little bit the rumor mill at the moment, considering several of the conferences here in the area. Taking a look here, or at least opening up my live scores for the day here, just caught a bit of news that maybe developed after I had left work here today. Glendale and Kickapoo offered spots in the Central Ozark Conference, the COC, if you will. Of course, as you know, the new Ozark Mountain Conference being formed. West Plains, one of the teams leaving the Ozark Conference to form that new conference. It has caused a whole lot of shifting there. And so there's been a lot of news as of late. A lot of uncertainties here, but in case you hadn't heard, literally posted today, Glendale and Kickapoo were invited to join the COC. Of course, that involves schools like Nixa and Ozark, Webb City, and Joplin also there as well. So lots of news here at the moment, but ultimately I think the most important thing for Waynesville here today is to play the game on the field. Can't really be caught up a whole lot thinking about that here today, but it is something at least worth mentioning here today, that there have been a lot of rumors regarding that. But anyway, Waynesville about to head out onto the field. We are, again, 2.5 minutes away from kickoff here in this one. But before we do, as Waynesville comes out into the field, let's go and take a look here at tonight's slate of games. There are plenty of them here. Lamar and Hollister are already underway. Of course, we are a few minutes past 7. Lamar has already scored in that game. They lead Hollister 7-0. Marionville at Miller today. Marionville still number 1 in class, I believe class 1 for you. Seneca is at Nevada today. That one's a good one. That's 2 state-ranked teams going at it. Seneca is number 2 in class 3. I believe Nevada's number 7, class 4. Nixa is, of course, taking on Ozark today. That's a score we are watching. Lebanon taking on Rolla here today. Ava and Willow Springs played yesterday, with Ava coming out on top 73-0. Webb City playing Branson here today. Republic playing Carl Junction. Mount Vernon's playing Reed Spring. And Fairgrove is playing El Dorado Springs. Those are all your state-ranked matchups here for this one. As far as the current Ozark Conference goes, Bolivar is at Kickapoo. Willard is at Carthage here today. That's actually not an Ozark Conference matchup. I'm just reading them down the list here. Thought that was, I'm not paying attention here, excuse me. Hillcrest is at Parkview. Somebody's got to win that game here today. Both teams are winless, but that game being played at Parkview. Parkview wins last year's matchup. And then Camdenton is at Glendale here today. Joplin is at Neosho. And I believe that is pretty much every game in the area, the immediate area, as far as we are concerned. But your captains out onto the field here for Waynesville today. Bishop Godwin going to be a captain here in this one. You've also got captaining here today. You've got Demetrius Shells. Also a captain today, Matthew Stump. And also Dalen Regis. So actually exceed Mason Perez down there as well. So 5 of your 16 seniors are going to be captains here for this contest. Trying to get numbers down there for the West Plains side, but I can tell you right now, standing 6'6", Briggs Houston is one of your captains here today. He'll be donning number 10. Again, 6'6", 222 pounds. You have 3 other captains there, but numbers blocked. There's one right there. That would be a name blocked. Cut off there, but I can tell you Kenslow, a 6'2", 190-pound wide receiver. Might do me some good to just leave West Plains' roster open here today. That might just be the easiest solution on the Misha website. But 4 more captains, including down there, I do see that is Dylan Brigman, one of your captains as well. So, again, we'll see who wins the opening coin toss here. Again, Waynesville, 28-7 loss to Rolla last week, trying to right some wrongs defensively. Definitely have a lot of questions to be answered here today. How does one stop the running game? Because last week, Rolla really kind of opened up a gap with the Flexbone offense, was able to just really run up the field at will on offense. How are you going to finish off your drives here today? Too many turnovers last week. 2 interceptions and 1 fumble. How are you going to cut down on those here today? Fumbles haven't really been a problem for Waynesville this season. Interceptions, of course, they have reared their ugly head several times here for Waynesville this season, but how do you plan on cutting those down here today? So the coin toss, we'll see who in fact won said coin toss. You look down for a second and you miss the entire thing, but we'll get the handshakes here. We'll go off to the sideline. Godwin is up and jogging around the field here, so might he play here today? We will certainly see. Then Godwin dressed out. You've also got Brandon Howard back here today. No Mason Perez, of course. No Johnny Hedrick, as I understand it. Michael Kelsey Jr., he's dressed out here today. Hadn't seen him up until this point. Was a little worried, tell you what, looking around for him, but looks like he will play here today. And, of course, Tau Ossie, very much a player to watch for here in this one. So no indication on the coin toss. In fact, our officials still meeting at midfield. This game getting started a little bit later than I think anybody planned here. Good-sized crowd on hand here in Waynesville, but it looks like it is going to be Waynesville kicking away to start this one out as Tyrell Finn jogs out onto the field. Again, one of your seniors as well, Tyrell Finn. What an addition he's been to the squad this year. Remember, could not kick the ball pretty much at all last year other than the kickoffs. Finn's given the team a new dimension. Field goals certainly a possibility. Of course, the onside kicks have been fantastic at times here this 2023 campaign. Certainly earned the ball a lot against, well, actually got the ball back several times against Hillcrest. But Finn has been a great addition here from the soccer team, playing some football here in addition to his soccer duties. So again, West Plains will receive 2 men back to receive for the Zizzers. One of those men looks like it is Jackson Taylor. Another man back to receive, Wilson. Our PA man has just now figured out that pretty much every first name is cut off to some degree. But Finn going to approach the football. It's going to be a high onside kick to start this one out. West Plains, though, going to do the smart thing that I've been waiting on all season long and call for the fair catch. And that'll start their drive here at the 33-yard line. Not a single team has done that to Waynesville this season, including Waynesville themselves. Waynesville letting it drop there as well when it was done to them a couple of weeks ago. So, there you go. Last week of the regular season, somebody calls fair catch against that high pooch kick. And the Zizzers take over again on their own 32-yard line. So again, player to watch out for here today, Briggs Houston, senior wide receiver. That certainly won't limit him, though. This time, though, he is lined up as wide receiver. Your QB for today's game looks like that's Isaiah Jones, a junior. He's going to send a man in motion coming up toward his left. We're officially underway. 1st down and 10. Dropping back to pass here on 1st down. Jones just looking to air this one out early on. Has a man. It's caught to the 40, to the 35, the 30. Still on his feet, and they're already into Waynesville territory. Just one play. West Plains certainly seeing something maybe in the film. They decide we're just going to send him deep. And yeah, there you go. One man cutting across the middle of the field, left wide open. And we swap 33s here. It's going to be 1st down and 10 on the Waynesville 33. Gain of 34 on the first play of the game. They'll come quickly to the line here. 1st down and 10. 3 wide receivers, 2 to the left. Jones again takes the snap. Going to be a screen thrown out to Houston. Gets away from one defender behind the line. Now just charges up the sideline. Turns what could have been a 4-yard loss into about 7 or 8 yards here. That's the challenge today. Briggs Houston, 6'6", 222 pounds, and the man can run. He's not limited by that size. He is the heart and soul and pretty much the guy this offense revolves around. But they'll make it 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 25-yard line. Another man set in motion, flared out to the right. Jones under center. Another screen route. This one's going to be caught. He's to the 20. Flag is thrown on the play. He'll get down to about the 17-yard line. Catch for Kenslow. Get your name on Kenslow here, as that's his 2nd catch of the day. Might be important to get that first name for you. But we'll see where the penalty flag comes in here. Of course, the roster isn't ordered by grade. Ryland Kenslow. Write that down for me. Penalty flag coming up here. Looks like it's going to be holding here called against West Plains. So Waynesville going to catch a break. Turns away what would have been a 1st down. See how many yards they mark it off here. Looks like it's going to be about a 9-yard loss. At least as far as the penalty is concerned here. They'll back him up to the Waynesville 35-yard line. Just 30 seconds into this one. This game's shaping up to be a lot longer than what we had last week against Rolla. But it is 2nd down and 13. Jones takes the snap. First time they'll run the football here. Getting around the edge here. Hit at the line, but falls forward for a couple yards here. Again, that would be Wilson, junior. R.E.M. Wilson. We've got a couple Wilsons. Just looking for the right one. Again, apologies here. The roster we were given just cuts off the first names after about 3 or 4 letters. 3rd down and 9. Jones pitches it out here. Wilson going to cut it upfield here. Has some open space, but he's going to be corralled before the line. And it's going to be 4th down here for West Plains. Solid pickup, but not enough on the pitch out. And it's going to be 4th down and about 2. Remington Wilson. That's what I thought it was for some reason. The most common name in the world, but that's what I thought. So Remington Wilson, your starting running back today for West Plains. Gets 6. 4th down and 3. Waynesville a chance for a stop here. Shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers set. Houston lined up to the left. Jones takes the snap. Fakes the handoff. Going to keep it himself. He's hit behind the line. Taken down. Turnover on downs. So West Plains goes for the read option. But there to make the stop, Isaiah Hopper makes the tackle. And it'll be a turnover on downs after a large play on the first play of the game. Waynesville stands firm, assisted by the holding penalty. But a stop is a stop. Their first stop in 2 weeks. Sad as I am to give you that statistic, that's the way things are tonight. And it's first down and 10 for Waynesville. Ball on their own 25-yard line. Hayden Must, your starting QB here today. He'll be the first one out here. Tao Ossie also in the backfield, celebrating his senior night tonight, looking for a big game. First down and 10. There'll be a keeper here for Ossie, but not a whole lot of room to run with it. Hit just after the fake. And it looks like it'll be no gain, or maybe a gain of a couple inches, if anything. See where they spot that football. Yep, it'll be no gain. As Brian Castro runs it in for his first play. So, no Godwin sighting just yet. Looking down at the sideline here, looking to see where he's, in fact, standing there. As Waynesville tries to get West Plains to jump, didn't get him to go. It's another direct snap here to Ossie. Runs into a pile here, and it's going to be another small gain of about 1 yard. Third down and 9. So Waynesville not nearly as much success here in the early plays here. They saw against the Bulldogs, as again, Aiden Most runs in the next one. Three minutes into this one, 9:15 left to go in the first. Third down and again 8. They gave Ossie 2 on the previous play. Moss shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers set. Hands it off here to Ossie. Ossie runs right into the line, just nowhere to go. And again, it's the size differential up front. And it's going to be a quick 3 and out here for this Waynesville offense. So Waynesville will almost certainly punt this one away. Brian Castro will do the honors. One man back to receive here for West Plains. Again, it'll be Rylan Kenslow. Michael Kelsey Jr. joins the rest of the play here. Again, switched up their punting formation midway through the season for a little bit of extra protection. Good snap. Kick almost blocked, but it's a great punt here for Castro. Kenslow going to field it on the right sideline. Now going to try to corral him here, but he's actually going to find plenty of room up the sideline. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. It's about a 15-yard return. Good punt for Castro there, but I'm going to thread the sideline there, and so the Scissors take it inside Waynesville territory. They'll actually put it at the 49-yard line of Waynesville. So, the start of this one will start. Turnover on downs on West Plains' first drive. Waynesville got the stop they needed, but back out onto the field here in short order. We'll see how they attack this time. 2 wide receivers left. Quick screen once again. Ball is caught. It is going to be Kenslow again on the catch and run. He'll find himself about 11 or 12 here for a first down. West Plains showing the propensity for the screen pass thus far. Couple to Kenslow. 1 to Houston. Kenslow, a 6'2", 190-pound wide receiver, by the way, so not too much smaller than Houston. West Plains, they definitely have size in spades, despite graduating that large senior class last year. First down and 10. Ball now on the 39-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Pushing forward. Still on his feet. About 15 yards. The pile pushes forward there. That's just power football. Handing it off to the big man Dawson Howell. 6'10", 253 pounds, by the way. Hit at the line, then proceeded to carry that man about 15 yards. I believe the first man to the ball there was the defensive tackle there on that play. That time, I believe, it was Caden Ausler. Just power football, pure and simple. First down and 10, ball in the 25. 2 first downs in a row for the Scissors. 2 wide receivers left, fakes the pitch out right. Looking to pass, looking toward the end zone, looking for his man Houston. Open, touchdown, West Plains. West Plains gets beat deep, Waynesville gets beat deep. Pitch and catch, 25 yards for Briggs Houston. Making an impact for the first time in this one, and West Plains takes a 6-0 lead. Waynesville at times this season has been really, really good at guarding against the deep pass here, as West Plains looks like they might be going for 2 here. They're going to open up the swinging gate. Everybody lined up left of the hash except for 3. Quarterback, Houston, and your center. Now they'll move on in here, and they're going to line up for the PAT. Just a fool here. Cobb on to kick the PAT. It is up and away and through. And West Plains takes a 6-7-0 lead. 7:16 left to go here in this first quarter. Again, a 25-yard touchdown pass, Isaiah Jones. The Briggs Houston opens this one up. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Ground ball kick going to lead to a nice return here for Waynesville. Aiden Most on the return. Fields the ground ball. And then takes it all the way here to the Waynesville 43-yard line. So ultimately, it's about a 20-yard return. Most not one of the men back to receive, but certainly the man who fielded the ball there. And so we'll see what happens on this Waynesville drive. 7-0 our score in favor of the Zizzers of West Plains. 25-yard touchdown pass for Isaiah Jones. Found his man Briggs Houston open in the end zone. Waynesville went 3-0 on their last drive. Here's a ball bobbled here. Kelsey Jr. mishandling the snap. Dropped to a knee here, and so it's going to be a loss of 4 yards here on first down. Not the way you want to start this drive. Waynesville has yet to find a play in 5 plays. Obviously, not a large sample size. A play that's gone any longer than 2 yards just yet here. West Plains, Class 4. Lots of two-way players. Again, using that size of their advantage. 2nd down and 14 here. Trying to get him to jump. Didn't get him to bite. It's a handoff up the middle here. Kelsey Jr. sneaking his way through. Solid pickup here. That'll break the 2-yard barrier. But it is going to still turn it into 3rd down and long after that initial loss. It'll be 3rd down here, and it looks like about 7. Still, though, a gain of about 7 here on 2nd down. I'll actually give him 8 here, so make it 3rd down and 6 coming up here. Almost halfway through quarter number 1. Coming to the line here, ball on the 49-yard line. Trying to traverse into West Plains territory. Another carry here for Kelsey Jr. Pushing forward here. Able to get through for a couple into West Plains territory, but still going to be 4th down here. They're going to be short by about 3 yards. So an interesting choice here for Coach Barkley. Go for it or punt it. Just past midfield here. Tallahassee coming into the field of play. Brandon Howard coming off. Brian Castro back on. Again, Castro is the punter, so West Plains not going to send their man back just yet. I think they sense that this simply could be a situation you go for it. 4th down and 3. Not backing up here. They're going to run play here. Hand off Aussie. Aussie going to be wrapped up in the backfield. He's going to be pushed forward, and it's going to be a huge loss here. West Plains going to actually take it back into Waynesville territory to start their latest drive. So another 3 and out here. Actually, can't say it's a 3 and out. It's a turnover on downs here for Waynesville. And West Plains will take over. It's going to be a loss of how many yards? What are they going to give for momentum? They're going to stay at the 50. So it's actually just a loss of 2 on the play, but they carried them all the way to about the Waynesville 40 before they finally blew the whistle. Gotta blow that forward momentum a little bit earlier, boys. Anyway, 1st down and 10 for the Zizzers. Jones back to pass on 1st down. Under a lot of pressure. Ducks under 1 defender. Still up. Throws it up. Pops it up. Alsler trying to chase it down, but it falls incomplete. They want intentional grounding down there. I think he actually did escape the pocket, but it is going to fall incomplete here for 2nd down and 10. Alsler trying to give chase there with one of the men trying to pick up the quarterback sack. I think Jones actually caught a break there. Not a smart decision to just throw it up into the air like that. But does get away with it. 2nd down and 10. Pitch out here on 2nd down. New running back into the ball game here for the Zizzers. He's going to find himself a lot of success, though. He's forward for about 8. That is Jackson Taylor on the carry. That's definitely one I could discern there for you. But Jackson Taylor forward for 9 they'll give him, and it's 3rd down and 1. Another 3rd down, though. 4.5 minutes left to go in the first. Another handoff here to Taylor. Jukes toward his right. Has the first down. Keeps running. Eventually taken down here by a host of tacklers, including, looks like Dalen Regis, one of the men in on that play. Also in Thomas Reynolds, making the stop there for Waynesville, but it's not enough. It'll be 1st down and 10. Ball on the 35 of Waynesville now. Got a broadcast tomorrow for you. We'll talk about at some point. This is just the preliminary for my weekend. On the road and a long way tomorrow. Here's a flag thrown. Plays whistled dead. Play clock was about 15. We'll see what this is, though. Came from the Waynesville sideline official. Near side official, if you will. It's going to be a sideline warning here against Waynesville. So just a warning here. But that'll blow the play dead. Officially been warned here, but we'll get this next 1st down and 10 play. See if West Plains switches it up here. West Plains a healthy balance of run and pass. Like I said, they're a team that will definitely do both. Their touchdown today through the air. Starting to work that running game in just a little bit more. 2 wide receivers set. Houston lined up to the right. Kenslow out to the right. Jones looking right. Going to try to find his man. Has Kenslow. Stiff arms one defender. Past the 25 to the 20. 15, 10, 5. Stiff arms another defender. Dives for the pylon. He is in. Touchdown West Plains. Stiff arms 2 defenders along the sideline, and what turns into a 35-yard touchdown pass, about 25 yards after the catch, and West Plains leads 14-0 here in the first. So passing touchdowns of 25 and 35 now for Jones. He's found one to each of his 2 primary receivers. He'll open up the swinging gate here. We'll see if they just swap back into that kicking formation. Kicker lined up all the way on the right sideline. Now he'll march back in. And the line up for 1 here. Left-footed kicker, though. Don't see that all too often here. Again, Cobb lines up. Snap's good. Kick is away. And it's a 14-0 lead. So again, a 35-yard touchdown pass. Isaiah Jones to Rylan Kenslow. Gives West Plains a 14-0 lead here in the first. Back in another 60, you're listening to Tiger Football here on Z102.3.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invite you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered. From inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs, our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
$14-0 our score. Again, Cobb on to kick it away here for West Plains. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. Another line drive kick. Moss going to try to field this one. Has to field it on a hop. He's going to try to run up the middle this time. Gets another solid pickup here. Going to get to about the 34. And that's where the Tigers will take over. Waynesville going to try to avoid another 3-and-out. Last time, turnover on downs. Try to make it in 4. But couldn't get it done there, but another drive here. We'll see how they handle this one. Connor Harbert again, Z102.3. I already think I said that for you, but 3:28 left to go here in the first. Brian Castro will be your quarterback on this first play of the drive. Leave lining up here at running back. Tao Ossie will start things out here. Ossie having a hard time getting going here today. Certainly not had a lot of running room. He'll get the carry here on first down. Up the middle he goes. He'll get a couple. And it'll be second down, and they'll give him about 2.5 here. It'll be second down and 8. Leland Wright checking into the ball game now. So first time we'll see Wright today. Moss runs in the play from the sideline. Line up here again. Second down and 8. Ball on the Waynesville 37. They have traversed into West Plains territory for a brief moment today. Got pushed out of it, though, on third down. Pistol formation. Bobble the snap, Moss did. He'll have to try to take it forward, which he does here. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage here, but it's going to be another third down and long. Third down and 8. Castro, your quarterback. Going to come up to the line here. Wingback lined up to the right. Again, Leland Wright. I'll see in the backfield. He'll take the direct snap. Has a bit of a hole this time. Tries to reach forward here, but I think he's going to be close, if not there. Certainly had a hole. He exploded right on through it. And it looks like he's going to be just shy here. We'll see. He needed to get to the 44. And they're going to say fourth down. Now we're going to get timeout here, I think, for a measurement. So it's going to be fourth down. Maybe. Need to get to the 44, and it looks like they placed it right at the 44. But let's get that measurement here. I think, obviously, with yourself already down 14 here, it might just be the gambler in me speaking here. I want to see him go for it, even if they are short. I'd like to see it. Got to keep that drive alive and got to get at least a little bit of momentum. It is going to be first down. And so, well, regardless of what I think here, it's going to be a non-issue. Waynesville going to get another 4 plays here on their first down of the day. So first down and 10. Ball on the Waynesville 44 now. Got a minute 40 left to go here in this first quarter. Already trailing by 2 scores. Ossie, again, the running back. Leland Wright, still your wing back. Moss, the quarterback. Takes a snap, runs toward his right. Quarterback keeper here. Follows Ossie through the hole. Solid chunk here on first down across midfield to about the West Plains 48. That's going to be a gain of about 8 on the play, and it'll sit up second down and 2. Getting a first down here, let's hope that opens up the floodgates here. Hopefully gives Waynesville a little bit of confidence going forward here. In those first 2 drives, not a whole lot to like or really look back fondly on. Getting it done a little bit more here. Good to see Tawasi starting to find a few gaps here and there. Rashad Joshua in at wingback. He's lined up to the left. Bobble the snap here. Ends up on the ground. Still loose, and I think West Plains fell on it. And that'll negate any positive forward momentum you had. West Plains takes over again on Waynesville's first turnover of the day. Bobbled the snap. Nobody was able to recover it. Dropped it right where 3 West Plains Zizzers were ready to fall on that football. So the Zizzers take over here. First down and 10. Ball on the 49. .49 of West Plains here, but they'll try to make it a 3-score game here in the first. 2 wide receivers lined up right, 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff to the fullback. He's got a large gap here. He's going to juke toward his right, makes 2 men miss, still on his feet to the 35, the 30. The fullback picking up 20 yards here on first down. 253 pounds, the fullback. Makes a couple of Tiger tacklers miss with the juke move. Showing off a little finesse there on the run. First down and 10 now on the Waynesville 30. 38 seconds left to go here in the first. West Plains back to the line quickly. Two backs in the backfield. That includes Houston and Kenslow, your two wide receivers. Now Kenslow going to flare out left. It's going to be a screen designed for Houston. Drops the football. Think he threw it behind. No, they're going to say it's a forward pass, and it's going to be an incomplete. Design screen there for Houston. Houston actually, that's going to go down as a drop for the wide receiver. And now we're going to have a whistle here. I think we actually have one of the officials saying it was a backward pass, but he's going to be overruled, and it's still going to be second down and 10 here for West Plains. Waynesville did fall on the football, and they did play it out there. Got to give Waynesville credit for that. And here we go. Second down and 10 again. 24 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Kenslow and Houston both lined up to the left. Two backs in the backfield. They'll go for the screen this time. Again, caught by Kenslow. Jukes to his left. Flag is thrown on the play. It'll be a gain of about 6. Lost the football, but they'll say he was down first. But we'll see where the flag comes in. Again, a gain of about 6. Preliminary outcome there. Let's see what we have. Where's the official call in here? It's going to be holding against West Plains. So, second holding penalty called against West Plains here tonight. That'll back him up here. We'll repeat second down. And we'll be behind the original line of scrimmage here. We'll see how far back we mark it off. Going to take West Plains back to the 40. So a full 10-yard penalty here. Second down and 20. But of course we know West Plains, they've been able to pick up large amounts of yards tonight. They're going to line up 3 wide receivers right, 4 wide receivers set. Just one back in the backfield, snapping it quickly, but I don't think they were set. I think that might be false start here. Yep, it's going to be an easy false start call here against West Plains. Head coach Joel Wyatt on the sideline for the Zizzers, his second year at the helm. None too happy, but it will be officially ruled illegal motion. Again, about half the team still moving when Jones got that snap. So, second down and 25. Clock going to start moving again here. We'll see if we actually get a play here to end the first quarter. Now down to 10 seconds. West Plains certainly lining up like they're going to run here. Now 5 seconds. Jones going to send a man in motion. Fakes the handoff on the reverse, throw out to the left. Kenslow makes the catch, runs into his own man. Still trying to find some space past the line of scrimmage. It'll be a small gain here, but that's how we're going to end the first quarter of play. It'll be third down and about 22 or so when we come back. But 2 passing touchdowns for West Plains sets the pace here early as the Zizzers take a 14-0 lead. We'll switch sides. We will come on back with your second quarter of play. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me, but you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
Starting up the second quarter of play here, 14-0 in favor of West Plains. Zizzers, 2 passing touchdowns in the first quarter. And we'll take it third down and 21 here. Ball on the 42-yard line. Need to get to the 21 here. Waynesville going to be playing very far back. Jones going for the quick pass here, but the ball's dropped. It's going to be fourth down. But we'll see what the Zizzers do here. Again, ball on the 42. I wouldn't be shocked to see it here. We will see. Your quarterback is also your punter. Isaiah Jones listed on the roster as the punter, but he is going to line up back here, and so it looks like West Plains will just opt to punt this football away. Back to receive. I was actually pranked. Johnny Hedrick is back to receive. I thought he was not in today. I might have been seeing things, and now I'm paying for it. Might have seen a flash of something that looked like a 10. So, Hedrick is back to receive, by the way. Punt is away. Jones, end over end here. Ball's going to bounce. Takes a high bounce. Now takes a West Plains bounce past the 10. Rolls down all the way to the 5-yard line. So West Plains going to start this latest drive deep, deep, deep into their own territory. So the Tigers tonight, not found a lot of offensive success in this one. First drive, 3 and out. Second drive, turnover on downs. Third drive, fumble. So West Plains, how about Waynesville? Too many W's today. Waynesville going to try to maybe find a flash in the pan here. Briefly had a little bit of positivity going there. Picked up their first down of the night before the fumble. First down and 10, pistol formation. Moss going to hand it off here. Kelsey Jr. back in the ball game. Carries it forward here for about 2 or 3. Second down and 7. Handling the snap has been a bit of a problem here tonight for Waynesville. That was a 2022 issue for sure. Might flash back to last season. Definitely lots of drop snaps that year. Hasn't been nearly as much of a problem here in this season. But already 2 drop snaps here tonight. Paid for that second one. Second down and 7. Quickly to the line here. Kelsey Jr. on the direct snap. Sneaks through into a big gap. He's in the secondary. He's all the way to the 35, the 40, the 45, the 50. He's in the West Plains territory. Finally taken down here all the way. We'll see where he went out of bounds, but he's in West Plains territory at about the 39-yard line. A massive pile, and suddenly Kelsey Jr. just burst out of said pile. And by then it became a foot race. West Plains was able to keep up with Kelsey Jr., but not before he could pick up a large chunk here. And Waynesville is cooking. 52-yard gain from Michael Kelsey Jr. A minute's gone by here in the second quarter. First down and 10. Again, ball in the West Plains 39. Kelsey Jr. still in the backfield alongside Most. Most going to keep it for himself this time. Has another big gap, but he's going to be taken down by the legs here at about the 35-yard line. Still a gain of 4, though. Second down and 6. Most impressing here on the ground here early on. Does have the 1 drop snap to his name, but I believe he might be. Of course, things change after the 52-yard run for Kelsey Jr. Might be the number 2 rushing guy so far today. We don't keep stats. Miss you, Garrett. You're having a good time down in Springfield. But Moss just found a couple big gains here today. Castro the quarterback now, though, here on second down and 6. Going to send Howard in motion. It's a handoff to Howard. Trying to bounce it out to the sideline here. Might need to cut it up a little earlier. He's going to be taken down here for a loss. Trying to use that speed, Brandon Howard, to get to the sideline, but couldn't outrun the West Plains defender there. I believe on the tackle, that was Lawson, 5'9" linebacker. What does that look like? That looks like W.A. Warren Lawson. Loss of 3 on the play means third down and 9. After the setback on second down, we'll see what they're cooking here on 3rd and 9. Kelsey Jr. and Most in the backfield. Howard is the wing back to the right. Snap here to Most. Most going to carry it here. Tries to follow through. Has a gap here. Gets to about the 30, the 28 or so, and that'll be enough for a first down. So again, Aiden Most following his way through. And it'll be another first down here for Waynesville. Within the 30-yard line here. Remember, such a problem last week against Rolla once you got within this point. We'll see if they can cut it to a 1-score game here in the second quarter. A couple setbacks defensively in the first quarter, but still very much a manageable ball game. The line up here. 2 wide receivers left. Pistol formation. Kelsey Jr. is the back. Castro takes a snap. Pitch out to Kelsey Jr. Moving toward the side here, but there's just nowhere to go. And he's going to lose about 2 or 3. This is the West Plains defense. Very, very speedy. Considering most of your guys are also offensive guys as well. Getting to the sidelines, not an easy task here today. In fact, Waynesville, yeah, I got it right that time. I'm starting to second guess myself. He's having most success between the guard and tackle. He's placed slightly left and right of center, where you're finding the most success here today. Certainly hasn't been the case certain weeks this year, but it's there today. So 2nd down and 13 after the loss. Back to that wingback formation. Looking for Howard on the reverse this time. Again, trying to get to the sideline here. May have again needed to cut that up a little bit forward there. Almost, I think, had West Plains a little bit fooled there, but he's only going to get about a couple inches here, and it's going to be 3rd down and 13. Not necessarily in field goal range. Ball's on the 31. You're in 4 down range, though. Waynesville almost certainly will go for it on 4th down, no matter what the yardage may be. If it comes to that. 3 wide receivers right. Again, pistol formation. 1 wide receiver left. Castro takes a snap here, looking to pass for the first time in this game. Throws it right to a defender. Interception. Briggs Houston on the interception. Nobody's going to catch him. He's going to score. So for the 2nd week in a row, Waynesville goes to the air for the first time, and they immediately get picked off. Make it 20-0 in favor of West Plains. $7:32 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. It is a 68-yard return. Briggs Houston. Again, already a touchdown on the offensive side. Now he has one on the defensive side here. So West Plains will line up in that swinging gate. Carmelo Jackson rushing out onto the field here. I'll blow the whistle. We'll see what they do here. They'll come back. Cobb will come on to attempt the PAT. PATs are always an adventure with this Zizzer squad. Cobb is on to kick. Snap is high. Kick was almost blocked. Hedrick had a chance at it. Just missed it, though. And this is a 21-0 game. So an interception return for a touchdown. Waynesville goes to the air for the first time and pays for it. Back in 60 seconds here. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
68-yard interception for Briggs Houston. Takes it all the way back for 6. And this is a 21-0 game with 7:32 left to go here in the 2nd quarter. Waynesville, a 52-yard gain. That was about it. Well, eventually culminating again in that interception. Cobb going to kick it again. Ground ball. Aiden Most again setting up for another return here. Going to get it past the 35 to about the 38 or so. Believe it or not, his shortest return of the day. But still a 19-yard return. Tell you what, if there's been a bright spot so far for Waynesville tonight, the returns have been good. Waynesville starting with good field position. But just haven't unlocked the keys to success here offensively. So Brian Castro will lead the team back out here. Waynesville now 2 turnovers today. A fumble and an interception. See what they line up here on first down. 7:25 left to go in this first half. Joshua, your wing back, lined up to the right. It's going to be sent in motion. Direct snap here to Aussie. Aussie going to be met at the line of scrimmage. Push backwards here. We're getting delayed whistles on this forward momentum tonight, which I guess is actually the way we've seen Aussie sometimes break out of those piles. Not the worst thing in the world, but can't hold on to that whistle too long and risk him getting dogpiled and hurt. But either way, forward momentum means no gain on the play. 2nd down and 10. Aussie's a tough dude, but you got to protect those players out there. 2nd down and 10. Again, under 7 minutes to go in this half. Same formation this time. Ball on the left hash. Mossy takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Most, running out to his right. Cuts up at the 40, now past the 35, the 45. He'll actually be down near the first down marker here. Solid pickup for Aussie. That time, Waynesville finally able to get around the end there. And they'll be rewarded for it. It's going to be close to the first down. We'll see where they spot it. They haven't placed it yet. I literally do not see the football. But now they're going to say first down. They hadn't moved it just yet. So the eyeball test efficient for a Waynesville first down here. New set of downs at the Waynesville 48-yard line. Officially halfway through quarter number 2. I'll switch Josh White to the left side of the field. Kelsey Jr. in the ball game. 2 running backs for the first time in this game. Kelsey Jr. He's gone! He finds his way through another small gap here to the 10, the 5. He's tackled from behind, but he's still going to be in. Here the Tigers roar. Touchdown, Waynesville. 52 yards, his second 52-yard gain of the day. And the Tigers cut it down to 15 here at 21-6. Again, Kelsey Jr. sneaking through what was ultimately not a very large gap there. But he's an evasive guy. He can bring the power, he can bring the evasion. It's the ladder that time for Waynesville's first 6. We do get a whistle here. I don't see a flag, but our officials are going to talk about things here. Didn't see a flag on the play. Tyrell Finn comes on to attempt the PAT. Still talking about it here. 3 of our officials. Can have an indication here. It's going to be another sideline violation here on Waynesville. So that's actually going to back up Waynesville here, as that's their second violation of the day. A little bit too hype on the touchdown run. I'll forgive that. Certainly the play of Waynesville, I definitely think they need it here in this one. But Finn will have to kick it just a little bit further. He's certainly got the distance. We've seen it several times this year, but they'll be kicking here from the 7. Brian Castro on to hold. Snap's good, holds good, kick is up and away. And yeah, he's got the distance and then some. Cuts the lead to 14, 21-7. So a 52-yard touchdown run. Kelsey Jr. over 100 yards in just a couple carries. And he'll cut the lead to 14, 21-7. 6:04 left to go in the half. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
Another high sky kick here for Waynesville. That one's going to drop. That one's actually going to roll out of bounds, unfortunately. So the Scissors will take over here. Ball on the 35-yard line. Trying to pop it up. Actually found empty space out there, but didn't get the hop Waynesville needed. And so it'll be good field position here for the Scissors to start their latest drive. But a 52-yard run. Michael Kelsey Jr. First rushing touchdown of the day for either side. Waynesville cuts it back to 14 here. Again, Kelsey Jr., he's got more than 2 carries today, but even if he just had the 2, he'd be over 100 yards for the day. Let's see if that really influences the play calling decisions moving forward here for Waynesville. Can't become too predictable. Kelsey Jr. certainly has been the most successful of the Waynesville backs tonight. But this defense here, giving up 2 touchdowns today. They also have a turnover on downs to their name. Both touchdowns coming back in the first quarter. Both touchdowns coming through the air here. And Hedrick is out on the field. Apologies for believing he was out once again. Like I said, I think I saw a flash of a number that I thought was 10. Couldn't even tell you who. Got fooled there. But Hedrick is playing. Also in the backfield. You've got Amon Fowler, Carmelo Jackson over the top. Pitch out here on first down. Going to be good for maybe 10, maybe 15 here. We'll see where they spot it, but a big gain on first down. Remington Wilson on the carry. West Plains will march to the 49-yard line. They'll say the 49.5 here. So just about at midfield. 5:50 left to go here in the second quarter. Also starting today, of course, Chris Scott at the linebacker position. Franklin Myers. Here's a pitch out the opposite direction this time. Not a whole lot of room this time, though, for West Plains. He's going to be tackled behind the line. Great job there, rushing to the football. The first guy didn't get him, but the second and third guy certainly did. On the tackle there for Waynesville that time, Edric Twine. It's a loss of 2. It'll be first down and 12. Waynesville kicked the ball off to start the game, so a reminder, they'll receive to start. So a stop here could go a long way. Stop here, touchdown there. Put you right back into it. But it all starts with a stop here. It's second down and 12. 2 wide receivers right. That's Kenslow, that's Houston. There's another handoff here. This time Wilson on the carry. Past the defensive line into the secondary. Flag is thrown on the play. Initial carry will be about good for a first down, if not a first down, but we'll see where the flag comes in. Came from our back judge today. West Plains has certainly taken the bulk of the penalties in this one, and it's going to be another holding here on West Plains. And that has been the savior for Waynesville defensively tonight, and at least at times. West Plains has encountered several costly holding penalties. Led to a punt, I believe, on their last drive. There was also a punt snuck in there. My brain can't keep up with all these offensive drives after only having 9 last week at Rolla. But a punt and a turnover on downs, 2 Waynesville stops here tonight. With those 2 touchdowns for West Plains. So ends up being second down and 9. The penalty deep in the field. Houston up the sideline, wide open. Hit by the last man back there. Carmelo Jackson saves what could have been a touchdown, but that's going to be enough for the first down. The holding penalty came deep into the play, so unfortunately they still gained a yard. West Plains calmly throws themselves another 20-yard gain here, and it's another first down and 10. Ball on the right hash, 4:25 now left to go here in the half. Jones lined up shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff, slant route across the middle, caught by Houston. Lost the football, but they're going to whistle the play dead there. They're going to say he was down first here. Nope, I'm going to say he dropped the football. Apologies. Second down and 10. Incomplete pass. Temperature continues to drop. Again, we're going to bottom out at about 57 by the end of tonight's ball game, approximately. We're already there. 63, not too far. Hands might be cold out there tonight. Second down and 10. Handoff, this time Wilson. Wilson's been their ground guy here today, and he's got himself about 15 more. That'll move the chains. Waynesville's been able to find positive plays here and there, but ultimately they're not able to string up enough. Saw there, got the incomplete pass on first down, but then West Plains simply just puts the ball on the ground, and Remington Wilson finds himself. That was a 14-yard gain. Moves the Scissors inside the red zone. Under 4 minutes to go now in the half. West Plains trying to reclaim that 3-score lead. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers lined up right. Kenslow sent in motion, moving toward his left. There's another handoff here to Wilson. This time hit before the first down marker, but still finds about 7 or 8 here. Gets within the 10-yard line to about the 7 or so. Second down, but second down and 3. West Plains going to make some changes here at the line. It'll be Jones now under center. 2 backs in the backfield. That includes the fullback. That includes Howell. Pitch out. Pitch to the right here. Large gap. Dives to the pylon. Didn't need to. He's in. Touchdown West Plains. So West Plains marches right back down the field. A 3-minute drive. And they reclaim that 3-score lead. 27-7 pending the PAT. 7-yard run. West Plains' first touchdown on the ground today. Coming from the legs of Jackson Taylor. We'll open up the gate. Whistle will blow. They'll bring Cobb in to attempt the kick. Reed Cobb, by the way. Sophomore kicker. And again, left-footed. First time we've seen a left-footed kicker all season long. Holds good. Kick is up. And he'll chip it on through to make it 28-7. So, with 2:59 left to go here in the first half, West Plains now leads again by 21, 28-7. We'll be back in another 60 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone. But not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
Kickoff again. Field about the 25, return to about the 34-yard line here. So a small return, but still solid field position for Waynesville as they start their latest drive. Now trailing 28-7 here in this one. 3 minutes left to go here in this first half. Waynesville's last drive, their first score of the day, 52 yards for Michael Kelsey Jr. Again, well over the century mark here today, Kelsey Jr. It's going to be Tawasi who starts this drive here. Wing back to the left, it looks like it's going to be Howard. Direct snap here to Aussie. Aussie taking his time moving through the line. Gets about 2 or 3 here before being pushed back. Second down and about 7 to go. Waynesville with all 3 of their timeouts left. In fact, we're going to get a timeout here taken by somebody here. It's going to be a timeout West Plains. I think that tells you all you need to know. West Plains are not taking their foot off the gas here. Timeout very early. Here with 2:45 left to go, basically just says, we think we're going to stop you, and we think we're going to be able to make this 35-7 before the half. So let's see if the Tigers take that perhaps as a challenge here. We'll see what they cook here. Again, on this upcoming second down and 7. We've got a little bit of time, so let me remind you, we do have a broadcast tomorrow. Saturday softball for you. State quarterfinals. I'm going to hit the road. 4-hour drive tomorrow for me, all the way to Chaffee, Missouri. But I'm all but ready for some Iberia Lady Ranger softball. Again, state quarterfinal round. You can tune into that tomorrow. 2 p.m. your first pitch in that one. And it'll be over on our sister station, 97.9 The Source. So look forward to that one. Again, that is coming up tomorrow. And if you win there, moving on to Springfield next week. And so we'll kind of wait and see there. I will say it is a bit unfortunate schedule-wise that the semifinals on a Friday. So we'd have to make some decisions there, at least as far as watching that championship game. But either way, we'll get back to it here. Second down and 7. Ball on the 37-yard line. Same formation. Howard still lined up to the right. Snap here to Aiden Most. Most has got a good chunk here. He's past the 40 to about the 41. And we'll see if West Plains takes another timeout here. They will not. And it'll be 3rd down and 3. 5-yard gain for the quarterback. Waynesville comes to the line here. They'll move Howard to the left. Tyquez Jones again, your fullback. Direct snap here to Aussie. Aussie pushing forward. Did he get there? Maybe a yard shy. We'll see where they spot the forward momentum here. They're walking in from the 44, which would be enough. That's personally what I want. I think that goes without saying. But they're going to place it at the 44-yard line. They're about to place it at the 42, and I was about to get a little angry. They'll actually be a few inches shy here, so it's going to be... Nope, now they're going to say 1st down. Chain Gang fooling me a little bit there. Set up a little bit prematurely before we got the marker, but how about 1st down and 10? Tallahassee find enough there. Nice effort. Good effort up front as well. New set of downs. But Waynesville still trying to maybe find someone here before the half. Direct snap to Aussie. Aussie having to try to bounce it to the sideline here. Going to be caught by Kenslow, but at least cuts it up past the line of scrimmage. He'll be rewarded with a couple, and that'll actually stop the clock here. No, it's not going to stop the clock. They're going to keep it going here. Apparently tackled inbounds here after a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9. I don't think Waynesville's going to be trying anything too crazy here. Back to the line here. Howard sent around. Another direct snap to Aussie. Bounces off the line. Able to keep his feet, though. Eventually able to get past the 45 here to about the 46. So making another 1-yard gain. Timeout's called here. I believe it's going to be a timeout coming from the West Plains side of things. So West Plains going to take their 2nd timeout with 1:27 left to go here. So paint you a picture. If Waynesville does not convert here, obviously we'll see West Plains, I think, perhaps take that final timeout. And then if you're Waynesville, you got to keep the Zizzers from 1, getting to the sidelines, and 2, getting beat deep. That is certainly what West Plains is going to do to you with 2 passing touchdowns here today. They certainly are going to feel comfortable airing it out on you. So you got to be ready. Again, your 2 objectives. But that's all a big old what if. Of course, Waynesville can avoid all of that with an 8-yard pickup right here. 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 46-yard line of Waynesville. Michael Kelsey Jr. brought into the ball game here. He'll take over for Aussie on this drive. Hayden Most is your quarterback. They'll line up here, 2 wide receivers right into that pistol formation. Howard, one of the wide receivers. You also have Braylon Scott out to the right. Handoff up the middle. Kelsey Jr. not going to be able to sneak through this hole here. It's going to be no gain. 4th down and 9. And there is that immediate West Plains timeout. So the Zizzers going to take final timeout of the half. They've got none remaining. 1:19 left to go here. Again, Waynesville facing a 4th down and 9. So don't anticipate Waynesville getting too cute with it. Most likely going to be punting the football away here. But again, you got 2 primary objectives. Keep the ball in front of you. And if you can, keep it from the sidelines. I think we'll see lots of out routes. Of course, West Plains maybe banking on the big play. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they just go straight up over the middle and just look for the big gain anywhere. Haven't seen too much of the West Plains no-huddle offense here today. Normally wait for that play to be run in from the sideline, but we'll see what Coach Wyatt over there on the West Plains sideline has cooked here. Obviously thinks that his West Plains team can score here in the final 1:19, even with no timeouts. So Waynesville will punt the football away. Castro going to back up. Man back to receive, Rylan Kenslow. Ball's almost blocked here. Another good punt for Castro. Going to get a great hop here as it hops down the right sideline before eventually falling out of bounds here at about the 18-yard line or so. It's going to be about 32-yard punt for Castro. He'll get the job done. As it does force West Plains here to traverse most of the field here with about 1:12 left to go in the half. Trying to keep it a 3-score game. 28-7 our score. 3 touchdowns here in the half. Both teams one offensive touchdown. But a defensive touchdown for West Plains, giving them the edge here in this particular quarter. Lining up 5 wide here. Throwing out toward the sideline, trying to find his man Kenslow with the ball. Led him a bit too much there. Falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Yeah, West Plains not really hiding anything there. Simple out route, 5 wide set. Make the catch, get to the sideline, get as much as you can. But it will be 2nd down and 10. Ball still here on the 18-yard line. Waynesville marching band marching back out into the field. Or the track in front of the field, of course. See him march here at halftime. Another 5 wide set, 3 to the right this time. Jones rolling out to his right, being chased by Scott. Pass is complete. Kept him in bounds, though, so that clock will continue to tick, tick, tick. Scissors back to the line quickly here. It'll be 3rd down and 2. They're going to line up here. Nope. Ball actually got away from him. The clock continues to tick here. Now down to under 50. Waynesville caught a break there. Ref missed the football. Now down to 42 seconds. Jones going to be a quarterback keeper here. Actually going to find himself some empty space. He's going to be past the 45. He's running toward the sideline to the 45 of Waynesville, eventually all the way out of bounds. A big run there for the quarterback. Jones not the most run-focused quarterback we've seen in the conference. But he found a large hole there. Waynesville, an empty space on the left side of the field. It'll be 1st down and 10 on the 40. 31 seconds left to go. Things have become a little more interesting. It's 1st down and 10. Jones lined up shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers right. There is one back in the backfield looking for that slant across the middle. Houston has the catch, and Houston's gone. To the 10, the 5, touchdown West Plains. 82 yards in about 50 seconds. Briggs Houston has his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. This one from 40 yards, 35-7 here with 21 seconds left to go. A long quarterback run, setting up the 40-yard pitch and catch. Second time Jones and Houston have connected here in this one. And they'll try to make it, again, 35-7, 34-7 so far tonight. Reed Cobb, perfect on PAT attempts. This kick is up, it's low, but he got enough distance on it to put it through, and it's good. So with 21 seconds left to go here in the half, West Plains takes a 28-point lead. 35-7 our score. We're back here in 60 more seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.domino's.com.
35-7, 21 seconds left to go here in the first half. A 40-yard touchdown pass. Isaiah Jones to Briggs Houston. Slant route across the middle. I mentioned for the 4th down play or the 3rd down play when Waynesville had the football, that was certainly within the realm of possibility. That's certainly what they did. Now Houston untouched into the end zone for the 40-yard catch. A flag on the kick here. Might be offsides here on West Plains. Again, West Plains has carried the bulk of the penalties today, but has not really mattered all that much. Has gifted Waynesville a turnover on downs today, and a punt as well, I do believe, so it has mattered a little bit. But ultimately, West Plains has been able to find a lot of offensive success here tonight. We'll back them up 5 yards. Again, the penalty is false start. And we'll have Cobb kick it here from the 35 instead. Again, 2 men back to receive here today, but it's Ben Moss who's received all 5 kick returns today. Man's getting a lot of work there in that second line. Here's another kick. And guess who's... Nope, they're going to call up actually another man here. Joshua came up on it here. Actually, the ball ricocheted off him out of bounds. And so there's going to be no flag here, I do believe. It'll actually be ball on the 25. Joshua tried to come up on return that. Moss let him handle it. But the ball actually bounced on the ground, then off his legs and out of bounds. So Waynesville will take it at the 25. Don't anticipate too crazy here. Waynesville probably just going to run the football, run this clock out. Tigers will get the football to begin the second half, facing their largest deficit of the game. Going to line up here, two backs in the backfield, including Kelsey Jr. Low snap, Castro handles it, handoff to Aussie. Aussie to the 30-yard line, still on his feet as he crosses the 35, gets out of bounds here. Flag comes in. Think we might have ourselves a late hit on the play. And that might give the Tigers a few more yards. So hang up here. Waynesville going to get a solid chunky yardage here. Assuming we're going to get a late hit. Carry was 15 yards before the flag. Yep, personal foul. Late hit called against West Plains. And so, move them up here. It looks like we'll be marching ourselves into West Plains territory. Well, maybe. Eventually we'll get around to it here. 12 seconds left to go here in this half. Personal foul at the end of the play means it'll be ball on to the West Plains 45-yard line. So it ends up being a 25-yard play. Actually, 30 yards, excuse me. First down and 10 from the 45. Same formation, both backs in the backfield. This time it's Kelsey Jr. who takes the ball. But he's going to be hit for no gain, and that's how we're going to end this first half of play. So Waynesville not opting. Nope, they did take the timeout. Apologies there. Timeout came a few seconds after the play, but it came in at 5 seconds left here. So Waynesville going to take one more shot at it. Do they go to the air? Do they keep it on the ground and see if Kelsey Jr. can't find himself another explosive run? We'll see here. But we do see Kelsey Jr. and Braylon Scott heading toward the sideline here. Scott going to come back into the huddle now, so we'll have to see what formation they line up in. Of course, Waynesville, typically when they go to the air, they have that pistol formation or they have that 4 wide receiver set. Normally pack it in when Waynesville goes to the run. Throughout the weeks, we've definitely seen Waynesville bring in new formations each and every week. So we'll get to it here. Coming back for second down and 10. Ball here is on the West Plains 45-yard line. West Plains going to line up with their safeties deep, deep, deep. It's a 4 wide receiver set. Trips to the left here. Castro, your quarterback. Aussie in the backfield. Castro takes a snap. He's dropping back to pass. Has to step up in the pocket. Now rolling out toward his left. He's just going to chuck one up toward the end zone here. It's going to be a jump ball. That ball is going to fall incomplete. And that's how we end the first half of play. But West Plains offensively finding the success they needed to take a 28-point lead over Waynesville. The Tigers going to have to try to battle back here on senior night. 35-7 our halftime score. We will come back here in a few minutes. Of course, we'll have ourselves about a 25-minute halftime. We'll come back in a few minutes. We'll go over your box score here in this one. We'll talk about some keys to the game, and then we'll take a look at some other area scores. We'll check in with that Ozark-Nixa game. Again, out of conference, but potentially the most important game we're watching here tonight. Will directly affect next week's contest. But again, we're back in a few minutes. West Plains leads Waynesville 35-7. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
It's October savings all month long at your Napa Parts Store St. Robert Auto Supply. See better and drive safer with $16 off a pair of Trico Silicone, Edge, and Force wiper blades. Save up to 30% on Mobil 1 Extended Performance Synthetic Motor Oil. And get ready for the colder weather with ISO Heat Injector Cleaner, Water Remover, and Full Line Antifreeze, now $3.29 each. It's all at your Napa Parts Store St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue. Get the good stuff 7 days a week.
quick tow?
On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey.
Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream,
2
sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that. Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serve Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
You didn't think it would get this far. It was an innocent mistake. Your attorney will fix things eventually, but right now, you got a bigger problem. You need $5,000 to get out of jail, and you don't have a clue how to get it.
Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Compassionate, professional, and serving you 24/7. When legal trouble strikes, call 573-855-4733. That's 573-855-4733. Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Historic Route 66, Waynesville.
Hey there, parents. Looking for top-notch pediatric care right in your community? Look no further than Phelps Health Pediatrics. We're your trusted partner in helping keep your kiddos healthy and happy. Our team of expert physicians and providers are here to provide compassionate, family-centered care for your children from birth through adolescence. We understand that your child's well-being is your top priority, and it's ours too. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more. Phelps Health, your health, our mission.
Football season means one thing, tailgate parties. And for 46 years running, the best-selling tailgates have been Ford F-Series. And right now at Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, you can get their best deals of the year on every built Ford Tough truck in stock. Hurry in today to get great low APR finance rates, big cash back, and amazing low monthly payments. So before you head to the game, head to Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert and get the ultimate tailgate for the ultimate tailgate party. Stop by now and get backed by Morse today.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Welcome back here at Tiger Stadium, where we are at halftime here of this senior night ball game, week 9 of the high school football season. Waynesville trailing West Plains here in this one. Score 35-7. 4 offensive touchdowns and 1 defensive touchdown for West Plains here today. Waynesville with the rushing touchdown in the second quarter. But again, it's Connor Harbin here with you on Z102.3. Let's go into a little more detail about that as we now take a look at your scoring summary for, again, the first 2 quarters of play. In the first quarter, it was 2 West Plains touchdowns, both from the air. It was West Plains finding themselves on the board first. Isaiah Jones to Briggs Houston with 7:16 left to go in the quarter, made it 7-0. Then they followed that up after a Waynesville turnover with a 35-yard touchdown pass. Repeating my words here. 35-yard touchdown pass from Jones to Rylan Kenslow. That made it 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, we actually saw quite a bit of scoring here. Definitely one of the more active quarters we've seen Waynesville have here. Unfortunately, it was mostly West Plains, and it all started with a 68-yard interception. Return for a touchdown. Briggs Houston, again, 3 touchdowns on the day. This one was his defensive touchdown. 7:32 left to go in the quarter. 21-0 in favor of the Zizzers. But Waynesville would follow it up with a 52-yard touchdown run. Michael Kelsey Jr., his second run of 52 yards on that particular night. 6:04 left to go in the quarter. Cut the lead to 14 at the time, 21-7. But the quarter would end with 2 West Plains touchdowns. First, a 7-yard touchdown run for it was Jackson Taylor with 2:59 left to go in the quarter, 28-7. And then after Waynesville went 3 and out, West Plains taking their timeouts. They marched 82 yards in just about a minute. Actually, less than a minute, about 50 seconds or so, eventually finding a 40-yard touchdown pass from Jones to Houston to give us our halftime score of 35-7. So ultimately, not what Waynesville really wanted to start this ball game out. I don't think a lot of teams want to go down by 28 in the first half, but you still have 2 quarters left of football. And you really got to take a look again at, well, the game's not over. It really isn't. You are facing a large deficit here. Obviously, teams have come back from down 28 before, but even beyond that, you can't afford to really kind of give up here. You can't afford to really just say, you know what, this one is over. You got to get yourself some more live practice if you have to, heading on into district play next week. But that's going to be something we talk about here in a few minutes. We're going to take ourselves another break, and then we'll go ahead and talk about some things, some keys to the second half perhaps, and maybe some thoughts on that first half performance from Waynesville. But again, your halftime score, West Plains 35, Waynesville 7. Back in 60, you're listening to Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invites you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered, from inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs. Our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey, Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also, find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
And back out here once more at Tiger Stadium here in Waynesville. Still at the half here with the Waynesville Marching Band just now wrapping up their performance. Of course, going to be honoring the band seniors here at halftime as well after the dance team performance here. But 35-7, your halftime score. West Plains leads Waynesville here on senior night. It has not been a very happy night here for Waynesville here today as the Scissors offense has really just had their way here in this one as we take a look here at some thoughts and keys to the second half. And I really think it all starts with doing what you're good at. And, you know, I don't profess to be a coach. I really don't. And I don't profess to really know the game of football 100%. But it does feel like at times Waynesville really kind of forces things that has not been working in the contest, first of all, but maybe as far as the season is concerned. Waynesville going to the air 2 times in that half. Unfortunately, it's not been a good time to the air for Waynesville in these last few weeks. Now, 3 interceptions here in 2 weeks after about 5 passing attempts. But Waynesville, the ground game, it's been there. Maybe not toward the sideline as much as the Tigers would have liked, but you certainly have had some plays where Michael Kelsey Jr., Tawasi's got some good gains today. Aiden Most has some good gains today. You're kind of trying to get away from that. And, you know, you want to have a passing game. You really, really do. And I'm not advocating that a team should 100% do the same thing over and over again, because at times we've talked about that this season. Once you get one-dimensional, teams can really game plan for that. But when it starts negatively affecting you to try to get too cute, maybe to go to the air, to try to throw routes you're not necessarily comfortable with, to do plays that you don't really practice during games a whole lot, or you don't do during games a lot, it can really kind of affect things there. The defensive touchdown certainly kind of taking the wind out of the sails of what had been a solid drive up to that point. Remember, a 52-yard game from Michael Kelsey Jr. effectively negated by the interception return there. So that's my big thought there. Of course, Waynesville at times, they've had the success. Obviously, Michael Kelsey Jr., he's having himself a game here today. Want to see him get the ball. Tau Ossie, he's starting to get there a little bit. It was a little bit rough for Ossie getting going there. He hasn't had a lot of large gaps to kind of run through here today. It's definitely been a battle up front for Waynesville, but we'll see. We'll see what the game plan brings here in the second half, again, as Waynesville tries to break through this 28-point deficit. Defensively, we know the West Plains offense was going to be electric, but it does feel as if Waynesville's kind of gotten back to their old haunts a little bit. You know, we talked early in the season, don't get beat deep. In the last few weeks, Waynesville had done a really good job of not getting beat deep, or not really getting beat with open-ended plays. But it feels like the last few weeks as well, that's kind of regressed as well. Rawl was able to do it a few times they went into the air, and right now West Plains not really doing anything too complicated. Lots of screens. The slant route across the middle obviously led to the touchdown just before the half. You got to make sure you are covering your ground effectively. I know Briggs Houston, 6'6", 222 pounds. I know he's a tough assignment out there, but you also have Rylan Kenslow kind of beating you deep here at the moment. So Waynesville, I think it all starts in the secondary. Got to be ready for the run game as well, because West Plains has found a few 10-plus yard gains on the ground. So ultimately, it's kind of blasé to say you got to pretty much get better everywhere. But right now, West Plains kind of taking Waynesville to task through the air and on the ground. 35 points in the first half. I think might be close to, if not the most points, the Tigers have allowed in a half this season. So let's hope we'll see what changes are made out of the locker rooms. Again, Waynesville going to try to overcome this deficit. So we'll see what it brings. But as they continue to honor the band seniors here, we are about 7 minutes away from getting back going here in this one. Let's go ahead and take ourselves another few minutes. We'll come back. Let's look at some area scores. Of course, there's plenty of games around the area. We'll look at the important ones when we come back. Again, 35-7 your halftime score. West Plains leads Waynesville. You're listening to Tiger Football here on Z102.3.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone, but not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football.
Basketball is my game.
But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert is the pizza during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Try Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard. Looking for a great career? Domino's Pizza St. Robert is hiring all positions. Apply online at jobs.dominos.com.
It's October savings all month long at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. See better and drive safer with $16 off a pair of Trico silicone, edge, and force wiper blades. Save up to 30% on Mobil 1 Extended Performance Synthetic Motor Oil. And get ready for the colder weather with ISO Heat Injector Cleaner, Water Remover, and Full Line Antifreeze, now $3.29 each. It's all at your Napa parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue. Get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Move it, buddy. Let's go, man. The light's green, man. The gas pedal's the one on the right.
Need a quick tow? On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey.
Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream,
2
sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that.
Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
And again, back here at Tiger Stadium here in Waynesville as we check on your area scores. 35-7 here at the half here in this one. West Plains leads Waynesville. But looking at some other games around the area, Lamar, they are up big on Hollister, 42-0 in the third quarter. Again, these are your state-ranked games. Marionville up 42-0 over Miller, also at the half. At the half, Class 4, number 7, Nevada, currently leading Class 3, number 2, Seneca, 21-14. Nixa up big over Ozark. That is the game that we are watching the most here today. Remember, if both teams lose, and right now it is looking like both Ozark and Waynesville will drop their games here today if Waynesville's not really able to right the ship, Waynesville will still host next week. It'll be a 4-5 matchup for the right to travel to Nixa a couple of weeks later, but it is right now looking like Waynesville has got one more home game here tonight. Again, 37-0 in the second quarter there. Lebanon up big on Rolla in the third, 28-3. Again, a game played yesterday. Ava 73, Willow Springs nothing. Webb City leads Branson 13-0. Republic leads Carl Junction 19-0. Reed Spring leads number 7 Mount Vernon. Reed Spring, a former state-ranked team. They're looking for the upset tonight. They have it 21-14. No score from Fairgrove and El Dorado Springs. Other area games, here's a conference score for you. Not for much longer, it seems, though. Kickapoo 35, Bolivar 7 in the third quarter. Hillcrest leads Parkview again. Somebody's going to win their first game here this season in that one. Right now it is Hillcrest over the top of Parkview. Really thought Parkview might have a better time there. Was certainly thinking Parkview was the favored team in that game. And then Camdenton, they are up big on Glendale here at the moment, 35-7 there in that one. But again, that game might be at the half here by this point. We're an hour and 40 minutes into this contest. So those are your scores that do ultimately matter for Waynesville, and of course scores from around the area as well. I don't really think the Nevada score matters all that much, but you know how it is. So let's go ahead and get started with the second half here. No need for a break. West Plains set to kick it away here to Waynesville. Again, 2 men back to receive. Josh Way and Howard, your 2 men back here for Waynesville. And again, Reed Cobb set to kick it away for the Zizzers. Cobb approaching the football. Kick is away. Another low line drive kick. This one's going to be fielded on a bounce here by Josh Way. He'll return it up the middle of the field here. Has a large gap. Returns have been good today for the Tigers. He'll take it to about the 38-yard line. It's about a 23-yard return here for Rashad Josh Way. And ultimately, yeah, I mean, the returns have been very good. Waynesville has had good field position for pretty much every drive tonight, except for one. One drive, you started at the 5-yard line, but other than that, do not believe there's been one. Well, there was one drive that started at the 25, but you've been outside your own red zone every time here today. But moving the football has been a bit different. First down and 10 here, ball on the 38. Tallahassee going to get the start here on this drive alongside Castro. Fakes the handoff to Castro, but he's hit behind the line here. Pushed back after maybe a loss of 1 or so. Lost the football, but the play was already whistled dead. Castro, though, heads up thinking to fall on that football. Always cover your bases. You never know. But it'll be second down and 11. Michael Kelsey Jr. running in the play this time round. He'll come in for Aussie. Also looks like Aiden Most in the ball game as well. Looks like, well, obviously nothing will change there on the quarterback front. No Bishop Godwin today. Did dress out. Did give me a slight sliver of hope. But ultimately, not going to be playing here this week. Maybe next week. We'll have to see. Second down and 11. Moss going to send a man in motion, but it's a direct snap to Kelsey Jr. He's immediately into the secondary. Another big run here. But he's going to be wrapped up and taken down here by one of the last men back after about the 47-yard line. Going to be a gain of 10 here. It'll be third down and 1. And Kelsey Jr. has been the guy today. Well over 100 yards by this point. He's got the lone touchdown run. Maybe see him quite a bit more here in this second half. He's going to get another direct snap here. Just hard-nosed running up the middle. Think he's got the first down. He had to get to the 48. I think he's got it. And that'll move the chains here for Waynesville. Yep, they'll place it at the 48. First down here for Waynesville. So already a minute and a half gone by here. This ball game going to be a little bit longer than last week's. Remember, we were pretty much almost done last week by this point. With Rolla and Waynesville going to the ground and really nothing but, other than the few token pass attempts in that one. This game a little bit longer today with all the scoring. Here's another carry for Aiden Most on first down. Jukes toward his left into the second line here, into West Plains territory. Gets to about the 45 or so. Again, Aiden Most. Not really a passing guy. We've not seen him pass the ball this season, but as a running back from that quarterback slot, he's been effective tonight. Again, Most, one of the players who will be back next year. He's a sophomore. Might be becoming the heir apparent to the program here. Two-way player. Second down here. Hand off to Josh Way, the reverse. Josh Way with some space. I think he's going to be down around the first down marker. Depends on how much he's able to reach out for it there. They're going to say he's about at the 41-yard line, which would be enough for the first down. Needed 4, got about 6. So, move the chains again here. Waynesville moving the ball well here on this drive. One of their longest drives of the day here at about 3 minutes. As Waynesville is often doing, all or nothing. You're going to get a long play or you're going to get a 3 and out. More unfortunately tonight, a couple turnovers. First down and 10 now, once more. Kelsey Jr. takes the snap, fakes the handoff. It's going to be mauled here behind the line. Pretty much every Zizzer getting in on that play. Not much doing there, and it'll be second down and about 11. Castro running in the play here. Again, second down and 11. 35-7, your score here on this chilly Friday night. Not particularly too unbearable, but again, I'm in my nice warm press box here. I am leaning outside the window, though, so I do feel it at least a little bit. Second down and 11. Trying to get West Plains to jump. They did, but they were able to get back in time. Kelsey Jr. again on the carry. Gets a hole. Past the 35 to about the 34. That looks like they're going to place it here at the 35. And it will set up third down and about 4. Gain of 7 on the play. So third down and 4. Need to get to the 31-yard line. Ball's currently at the 35. Certainly in 4-down territory. So 2 plays to do it. See what they have cooking here. Kelsey Jr. in the backfield alongside Most. Josh Way is your wingback lined up to the left. Ball on the left hash. Low snap. Most does pick it back up. He'll keep it himself. He's got the first down here as he's about to the 40 and 30-yard line. Good recovery there for Most. Again, the snap was low. Actually hit the ground first, but quick hands there. Picked it up and carried across the line for another first down. Solid drive here. But Waynesville will have to keep it going here. Still 30 yards to go. And trailing by 4 scores. Might need a quicker score as the clock continues to wind down here. Of course, you're going to need a few defensive stops along the way, but got to think of it in positive terms. Josh Way sent in motion. Another low rolling snap. Kelsey Jr. picks it up, but he's immediately going to be tackled. The snaps have not been good tonight. At times, at least. That time basically rolled right on out of there. Caden King, he's been effective for most of the year. We've again talked about it. Haven't really had a lot of snapping problems. I'm not quite sure. We've gotten plenty of low snaps here tonight. King again, that junior center. Like I said, it's been very good for 99% of the year. Well, we'll see if they can rectify it here. Second down and 12. Again, loss of 2 for Kelsey on that play. Moss, the quarterback. Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Another rolling snap. This time it's going to be Moss, who doesn't have a lot of time to do much with it here. And a late whistle as West Plains takes Moss to the ground here. That's 3 straight snaps that have bounced before getting to its intended target. Basically busting plays here before they can even get a chance to get going here. 3rd down and 15 now. Loss of 3 on that play. I feel like I flashed back in time when snaps were a major problem. So 3rd and 15 here. Play not coming in from the sideline just yet. Play clock now down to about 10. Waynesville might not have an option here, but to take a timeout. Still no play. Waynesville still looking toward the sideline. Now they'll take the timeout with 1 second left. With 5:42 left to go here in the 3rd. So they'll be facing a 3rd and 15 after the timeout. Let's take a 60-second break. 35-7 still your score. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
You didn't think it would get this far. It was an innocent mistake. Your attorney will fix things eventually, but right now you got a bigger problem. You need $5,000 to get out of jail, and you don't have a clue how to get it.
Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Compassionate, professional, and serving you 24/7. When legal trouble strikes, call 573-855-4733. That's 573-855-4733. Angie Hale Bail Bonds. Historic Route 66, Waynesville.
So back to it here. It's 3rd down and 15. Here's a direct snap to Kelsey Jr. here. Runs into his own man. Falls forward for about maybe 3 on the play. Still going to be 4th down and long. Back with you here, Connor Harbert, Z102.3. Actually had a backup center in there for a moment. Carter Pondrum was in the ball game, but Caden King, who I now see after a couple plays, was actually on the sideline. I believe they were putting him through concussion protocol or just making sure he was okay to continue. He's back in the ball game now, so apologies there, but doesn't take away the fact the snaps have really hurt this drive, whether King nor Pondrum. But it is King now. 4th down and 14. It was a gain of 1. Waynesville going to go for it here with the ball on the 32-yard line. Going toward the air here. Most actually rolling out to his right. Going to try to keep it himself, but there's just nowhere to go. He's pulled down from behind here. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Moss was looking to pass the ball on that play. Would have been his first passing attempt of the season. But it only ends up in a gain of 2 here, and the Zizzers take over. So it's a long, winding drive, a 7-minute drive, but ultimately, turnover on downs. Waynesville's 2nd turnover today, at least on downs. And we'll see what the Zizzers can do here. We'll see what the Waynesville defense has done to try to stifle this Zizzers offense that's really taken what it's wanted today. 2 wide receivers set. Kenslow in motion. 2 wide receivers now right. Handoff here on 1st down to the big fullback. Rumbles, bumbles, stumbles forward here for about 5-6 yards or so. Ken Dawson Howell on the carry, our PA man to the right. Bless him. He's opting for the cutoff versions of names. I don't think his name is actually just Daw Howell. I think it's Dawson. Maybe a new nickname for him, though. It is a gain of 6 on the play, so 2nd down and 4. Royal Kinslow and the like. Wide receivers, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Houston, the lone wide receiver left. High snap. Jones handles it, trying to go for the screen here. Ball on the ground. Was it a backwards pass? I don't think it was. Pass is going to be incomplete. Intended receiver on the play, Remington Wilson. And it'll be 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4. 4:06 left to go here in the 3rd. Again, your running clock starts 35 at 4. So if West Plains scores here, We'll start that running clock in the fourth. Waynesville, obviously, they want to maximize their plays. Want to play as much football as possible. Try to avoid that. 2 wide receivers right. Again, that's Houston and Kenslow. Pitch out to the right. It's Wilson on the carry. Wilson has enough for the first down here. It's going to be close, but I think he's got enough. I think he got just to the line. There is a flag, though, on the play, so we'll have to wait on that. It's going to be holding here against West Plains. Another holding penalty here called against the Scissors. It'll be the 5th time tonight West Plains been called for holding, and this time it'll negate what I believe to be the first down, although we'll see where the flag came in as they mark that penalty off. Looks like it will not be from the initial line of scrimmage. It will actually be marked off from, I believe, they marked it off from the, can't read anymore, the 43, so it'll actually end up being 3rd down and 9. Loss of 5 effectively on the play. So 3rd down and 9, 3:45 on the clock now here in this third. West Plains winds up, 3 wide receivers left. Jones looking toward the air here, looking toward his right. He's going to go down the field, trying to find Houston. That ball's picked off! Waynesville's got themselves the interception. Carmelo Jackson going to try to take it back now. He's across the 40. Big block, Isaiah Hopper to get him a few more yards at the end of the play. But Waynesville's got their first turnover, and they'll take the ball here in West Plains territory. That ball was massively underthrown. Isaiah Jones looking for Houston, who he's already had 2 scores to. But there were 3 Tigers ready to pick that one off. Ultimately, it's Carmelo Jackson who brings it down. Safety over the top for the Tigers, and so, after a week of no turnovers last week against Rolla, they've got one here tonight. See what they do with it here. It'll be 1st down and 10 on the West Plains 34-yard line. Simple interception for Carmelo Jackson. Just had to leap up and go grab it and hope his teammates didn't knock it down for him. But, obviously, very selfless play from the other 2. I believe it was Hedrick, and I believe it was also Amon Fowler back there. Handoff to Ossie on 1st down. He'll find a solid chunk here. They'll take it to about the 30-yard line or so, maybe a bit shy. They'll give him the 31 here. Gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Madris might have also been there as well. There were plenty of Tigers there, but obviously the most important, the man who ended up with the football, and then a huge block, Isaiah Hopper. Blew up, I believe it was actually Kenslow he got into there. He knocked him to the ground and gave Jackson about 7 or 8 more yards on the return. 2nd down and 7, ball on the 31. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third. First, back the other way here. Brandon Howard gets away from one tackler. Nice juke back to the right to get a few more. He's around the 1st down marker to about the 25 or so. Not going to be enough for a 1st down, I do believe, but sets up 3rd down and 1. First coming back the other way that time. And again, 3rd and 1. No scoring here in the quarter just yet. This has been a quiet quarter. After our rather loud second quarter, we saw 4 touchdowns. But no scoring just yet. Waynesville has controlled the football for most of the quarter. In fact, all but 2 minutes. Direct snap here, Ossie on 3rd down. Nothing too complicated, pushing the ball forward. Got the 1 yard he needed, then some. Flag coming in at the end of the play. Initial ball will be spotted here at the 20. Good for 5 yards and a 1st down, but we'll see what the flag may be. Bad time for a holding penalty perhaps on Waynesville. Looks like they're talking here, or it looks like they're ready to mark it off back the other way. Flag came in at the end of the play. It's going to be a face mask here on West Plains, so another Scissors penalty. That has been a positive tonight for Waynesville as well. They've played clean football. Not a whole lot of penalties called against the Tigers tonight, if any. There was the flag on the kickoff. After the touchdown, bounced out of bounds. It's an incidental face mask, by the way, so just a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. Closest Waynesville's been to the end zone tonight. Their touchdown came from 52 yards out. But their first trip to the end zone today. We'll see if they can find themselves another score. Snap here, Kelsey Jr. on 1st down. He's immediately through, and he's going to find himself the end zone. Hear the Tiger roar. Touchdown, Waynesville. Kelsey Jr. to the house, untouched for 15 yards, and they cut the lead here to 22 at 35-13. We will not have a scoreless quarter here in this one. Kelsey Jr. through there. And again, Tyrell Finn will come on to attempt the PAT. Snap's good, kicks up and away, and of course, it's got the distance. It's through the uprights and good. So, still a long way to go, but Waynesville finds their second touchdown of the day, a 15-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr., a minute 43 left to go in the quarter. 35-14, back in 30, you're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Hey there, parents. Looking for top-notch pediatric care right in your community? Look no further than Phelps Health Pediatrics. We're your trusted partner in helping keep your kiddos healthy and happy. Our team of expert physicians and providers are here to provide compassionate, family-centered care for your children from birth through adolescence. We understand that your child's well-being is your top priority, and it's ours too. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more. Phelps Health, your health, our mission.
Coming back to it after a 15-yard touchdown run. It was an interception that set it up, but Michael Kelsey Jr. ultimately finishes the drive. 15 yards, and cuts the lead to 21 once more. 35-14 with a minute 43 left to go here in this third quarter. So again, a long, long way to go, but ultimately it's a very good start here in this second half. Although, do take a look here and you say, well, you're going to have to score a little bit quicker than 10 minutes on your next score if you can get it back. Tyrell Finn set to kick it away here. We'll see if he goes for the pop-up kick. He will. Coming up on it, Howell, he's going to look to return it. He's hit at about the 35, does run over a guy, but fortunately, tackle was made there. Sometimes you got to lay yourself out for the cause there. I believe it was Aiden Most who made the tackle. Again, Howell, 253. Most, meanwhile, about 140 pounds. So, I certainly know the feel. My playing days, I tipped down about 150. But sometimes you got to give yourself up there, and that's what Moss did as he had some congratulations on the sideline for it. First down and 10, ball on the 35. Handoff here, Wilson on the carry. Gets around the tight end here as he takes it to about the 40. Gain of about 5 here on first down. Five-yard gain means second down and 5. Ball on the 40. Don't forget, next week, wherever we may be, we've got Waynesville football for you. District playoff time next week. A 5-team district here in Class 6. Again, Waynesville's first foray back in Class 6 in many, many years. Looking like it's going to be Ozark. The only question remaining is where. Looking like Waynesville. Quarterback keeper Isaiah Jones here. His second rush of the day. He's got the first down. Runs through Jackson, but Jackson able to complete the tackle here. He'll draw some cheers from the West Plains sideline as well as the Waynesville side. Everybody wins, but it is enough for a first down here. Anything to make the tackle. You get trucked, but he falls anyway. Mission accomplished. It's when you get trucked and you don't make the tackle. That's the one you don't want. It's happened to Waynesville twice here in a couple plays. First with Howell over Most, and now with Jones over Jackson. Both times they were able to complete the tackle. First down and 10. Ball on now the Waynesville 49. Another pitch out here. On the carry this time, Jackson Taylor finds himself about 11 or 12. Let's go ahead and restart the chains. Franklin Myers on the tackle. So again, first down and 10, ball in the 38. West Plains trying to get that score back here. This might be the final play of this third quarter. Clock's down to 10 seconds. 2 wide receivers left. Man set in motion, that's Kenslow. Handoff here though to Taylor once more. Taylor into the linebacker line. We get a flag at the end of the play. Might be a flag here against Waynesville, but we'll have to wait and see how that affects things. in the fourth quarter. See what the indication is here. It's going to be a penalty here on. See who it's on. It's going to be holding on West Plains. So another holding penalty tonight means we'll back it up a little bit, but now it's take 60 seconds. We'll come back. We'll have that fourth quarter for you here tonight. Again, Waynesville picks up a touchdown. They cut the lead to 21, 35-14. Back in a flash, you're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Football season means one thing, tailgate parties. And for 46 years running, the best-selling tailgates have been Ford F-Series. And right now at Ed Moore's Ford in St. Robert, you can get their best deals of the year on every built Ford Tough truck in stock. Hurry in today to get great low APR finance rates, big cash back, and amazing low monthly payments. So before you head to the game, head to Ed Moore's Ford in St. Robert and get the ultimate tailgate for the ultimate tailgate party. Stop by now and get backed by Morse today.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
Final quarter here in this one, 35-14 our score. Waynesville trails by 21, but picked up the only touchdown of the third quarter. Again, Michael Kelsey Jr. from 15 yards out for his second touchdown run of the day. But after the holding penalty, it looks like it'll be first down and 12. We'll repeat first down after the gain of 12 was taken away there. Came in at the end of the play, so ultimately just a 2-yard penalty, but Waynesville would rather have that. Connor Harbin here, Z102.3. Ball on the 40. Kenslow sent in motion. He'll join Houston on the right side here. Jones fakes the pitch out, going toward the air here. Gonna throw it deep. Houston got behind the defense. Catch is made. Touchdown, West Plains. Third time West Plains has connected. Jones to Houston today. Houston, it's hard to lose the guy, but snuck past the defense there. Simple pitch and catch up the middle of the field for the 40-yard score. Second time Jones has found 40 yards to Houston today. So leads back up now to 27 pending the PAT. Cobb on again to kick. Kicks up and away, and again it's good. We're back to 28. So a 40-yard touchdown pass here with 11:52. First play of the fourth quarter. Means we're 42-14 in favor of West Plains. We're back in 60. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With the never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Forty-yard touchdown pass, Jones to Houston as we get another rolling kick here. Moss going to take this one at about the 22-yard line. Moves toward the sideline here, past the 30. Eventually taken down here at the 32. Return of about 12 yards here. 42-14 with 11:44 left to go in this contest. Connor Harvard here with you today. Z102.3. It looks like this one's just going to be out of reach for Waynesville today, but still plenty of time here. No running clock just yet. Waynesville, a touchdown on their last drive, 15 yards. The touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr. We'll see if they can find some success here on this drive as well. Looks like same crew out there for West Plains as it's a handoff here. Tal Ossie on first down. Crossing the 35. Looks like they'll give him it there. There'll be a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7. Actually gave him the 36 here. Apologies. Back to my old ways here. 2nd down and 6. Moss back in the game here. Ossie still in the backfield. Low snap. Moss handles it though. Follows his man through the line here to the 40, to about the 41 or so. Going to be around the 1st down marker. Going to be 3rd down and 1, it looks like. Had a good lead block there. Caleb Salinas leading the way on that particular play. And actually, it's going to be enough for a 1st down. They'll give him the 42. Turns out my particular power ends up working out for good there. So they gave Moss an extra yard. 42. 1st down and 10. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers right. Ossie again, still the running back here. Castro handles the snap, off to Ossie. Ossie juking around back there. Gets past the 45 to about the 46. Gain of 4 here. Waynesville steadily moving forward here. That clock continues to tick. Already a minute gone here on this drive. It's all about building up confidence. We've talked about that several times, and, you know, sometimes I feel like it might be considered condescending, but it's really not. Game might be out of reach, but you can always get some reps in against a talented defense here like West Plains to get you ready for next week's contest against what we assume to be Ozark. Moss handing it off to Joshua here. Nowhere to go. He's taken down. It's going to be a loss here, putting it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 10. So Castro back on here on 3rd and 9. We're in punting territory. It'll be 2 backs in the backfield, including Castro. Kelsey also in the game here. Handoff, though, to Ossie. Ossie trying to follow Kelsey Jr. to the right sideline. Got a lot of room here. Good block up front, but we've got a flag. And it looks like Waynesville might finally take their first flag today. This one might be coming back. Initially got to the 1st down marker. But flags came in from all 3 of our officials there. So whatever it was glaringly obvious. Except to me. But it looks like it is going to be holding here on Waynesville. At least that's what they're setting up for, it looks like. Yep. Holding here on the Tigers. So they'll back them up here. Unfortunately, it's going to be a flag. It costs them all kinds of yardage here. It's the longest penalty game here. This takes them back 12 yards. Fortunately, the flag came behind the line of scrimmage. Which is sad because as late as that play was, that was a block that happened. It was a flag that happened about 20 yards away from the play. So 3rd down and 19 now. So it ends up being more than that. It's a handoff here. Kelsey Jr. just going to look for the home run play. Not going to find it. Gets to about the 38. Solid gain, but ultimately it's going to leave 4th down and long, and Waynesville will be forced to punt for the first time in quite a while here. So Waynesville will most likely punt it away. Castro onto the field. Castro will back up here. 1 man back to receive. That's Kenslow for the Scissors. High punt here for Castro. This one's going to bounce. Kenslow maybe a chance to return this one if he wants. He's going to try it here. Gets around to Ossie here. Small return to about the 34. Looks like making the tackle there was actually Kelsey Jr. getting himself a defensive stat. And it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Scissors on the 34. So first down and 10 here. Zizzers back to the line. Starter still in the ball game on both sides. Two wide receivers left. Handoff here to Howell on first down. Just try to get behind the lineman, push him forward. But this time, Waynesville ready for it. They do win the battle. Only a small gain here of about 2. Here you go again. Howell. Short for Dawson. Ball on the 36 now. They'll actually give him 3 on the play. Second down and 7. Definitely has got more chilly outside. Might have to put on my hoodie here next time we get a break. Second down and 7 here. Kenslow sent in motion to the left. Join Houston now on the left. It's a pitch out here. Remington Wilson again on the carry here. Powell going to form at about the 40, 41 maybe. Everybody will get up here. We'll find the bottom of that pile eventually, and actually we'll have ourselves a hurt player. Looks like there's an injured Tiger here on the plays. So we'll try to identify here, but let's go ahead and take an injury timeout. Tell you about it here. We'll come back first in 60 seconds. 60-second break, 42-14, 7:28 left to play here in this one. Listening to Tiger Football Z102.3.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invites you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered, from inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs. Our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
Injured Tiger Franklin Myers on the play and limps off the sideline here. Had to be helped by a coach and the trainer. So not looking good there, but we've got ourselves a third down play, run up the middle, flag coming through. Might have actually been short here. Looks like they're going to spot it around the first down marker, though. But again, Myers had to be helped off here, where he'll be checked out by the trainer. That'd be a big loss. Don't think I have to really kind of go into it too much detail there. I think that's pretty much already known. Myers, of course, the Rick Vernon homecoming player of the game a few weeks ago, has been a stalwart anchor, couple interceptions for the Tigers this season. Not somebody you want hurt going into district play. So hopefully they can fix him up there. Again, had to be helped, but the flag is going to be holding here on West Plains, which means instead of potentially that first down, it's going to be third down and about 12 here. 7:21 left to go in this contest. Again, 42-14. Waynesville trailing by 28 here. 3 wide receivers right and 1 to the left. West Plains really not taking that foot off the gas. Jones looking to pass, flows back to his left. Pass is caught here by Wilson. He's going to have himself the first down up the left sideline here, past the 50. Steps finally out of bounds. Looks like we got another hurt Tiger, or at least a Tiger slow to get up. Down near the first down marker. I believe that's Edric Twine, but he does get back up, and he's going to head back to the huddle. But again, West Plains really not taking that foot off the gas pedal here. They're trying to get that running clock in order. Still going to the air, still looking for the screen passes that they've had pretty much a lot of success tonight. Their most successful passes have been deep down the field, of course. But those screens have set up bigger plays. Here's another 2 wide receivers set. Fakes the handoff. Going to be looking deep. Going to have Kenslow wide open in the backfield. Pass is caught. He's going to get past Hedrick. Touchdown, West Plains. So again, West Plains beats Waynesville deep. And this time, he's going to score from 50 yards out. Jones's 4th touchdown pass of the day. Waynesville has had no answer to any pass over the top tonight. Now I'll bring it to 34 here at 48-14. I'd be very scared. I'd be very, very concerned about Ozark next week getting some hands on the material. The PAT is kicked through the uprights. 49-14. We're up to 35, which means we've got the running clock when we come back. We're back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me, but you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
50-yard touchdown strike. Isaiah Jones to Rylan Kenslow. Here's another return here. This time it's going to be, it's going to be a huge return here. Actually, that's going to be on the return Anthony James, who gets in the West Plains territory. He's all the way to the 31-yard line. Big game for the second line here. Again, Reed Cobb, your kicker, has not necessarily been kicking the ball deep here tonight. Waynesville has really had that special teams unit going on here today. Special teams have definitely been the MVP here. James getting his name into the hat here, but it'll be first down and 10. Ball on the West Plains 31-yard line. Officially turbo clock here. Waynesville trying to stop said turbo clock. 6:38 left to go in the contest here. First down play. Going to be a carry here, I believe. It's a blink and a miss kind of play. Aiden Must on the carry. Got to about the 26-yard line. Gain of 5 on first down. It's 2nd and 5. So again, Connor Harbin here, Z102.3. 4th touchdown pass today for West Plains. We've got passes of 25, 35, 40, 40, and 50. So how about 5 touchdown passes today? Howard sent in motion. Direct snap, though, to Kelsey Jr. He's in through the second line. He's within the red zone to about the 16. 10-yard gain on the play. It'll be first down and 10. Again, Kelsey Jr. has been very, very, very impressive tonight. He hasn't had the holes that he's had in weeks past, but he certainly makes it look like he's got those gaps. He's so good, just bursting through the line. Not going to be a home run every time, but 10 yards is just as good. Aussie back in the game here. He'll carry it here on first down. Jukes off toward his right here. Gets close to the 10-yard line before eventually being pushed back. Forward momentum is going to place him at the 10. It's a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. How about a gain of 7? 2nd down and 3 here. Now just over 5 minutes left to go here in this ball game. Same formation. Howard lined up to the left. Ball just shy of the left hash. Howard sent in motion here. Another direct snap to Aussie. Takes a hop step to his right. Gets it past the 10 to about the 9. Small gain here. It's going to be 3rd down. Obviously, you go for it on 4th down, or perhaps think about the field goal for Tyrell Finn. Again, just a little bit too far out of reach for Waynesville tonight, but we'll see if they choose here if they don't find it here on 3rd down. It would be about a 32-yard field goal try here for Finn. Kelsey Jr. back in the game. He'll take the carry. He's through. He's untouched again into the end zone. Hear the Tiger roar. Touchdown, Waynesville. Again, the hole is not very big at all, but he ducks his way on through and finds the end zone from 9 yards out. Back to 29 we go, went 49-20. Elsie, the junior running back, he'll be back next year. And we're glad to have him. On to attempt the PAT, Finn puts it through, and it is good. 4:24 left to go here in this contest. Waynesville takes away the running clock once more. 49-21 after a 9-yard touchdown run. We're back in 60. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also, find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Again, another touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr., this time 9 yards to bring it back to 28 here, 49-21. 4:24 left to be played here in this one. Connor Harbert today, Z102.3. We'll see if Tyrell Finn goes for the onside here. He's going to pop it up. Waynesville trying to catch up to it. Fair catch called, though. Big flip. Wow. Got some distance on that flip. Tell you what, JV player not on my roster, but to avoid the fair catch, that man flipped about 15 yards deep. That's probably an over-exaggeration, but man got some distance on that particular flip. He'll actually remain out there for what is another West Plains drive. West Plains sending the starters out, though. So we'll see how Waynesville's second stringers and junior varsity do again. Come out against the starting unit. Jones still in the ball game. Wilson the running back. Houston lined up to the right. First down and 10 here. Man set in motion. Handoff on first down. Moving to his left here, Will Stauffer. He's into the secondary. He's got about 10. Gets to the 50. 4 being brought down. We're back within the running clock here, and I think West Plains is really opting to send out those second stringers once the running clock started. There are about 8 defensive second stringers out there on that Waynesville touchdown run. But they're bringing the starters now. Again, they are playing for district points. You want the maximum amount of points. That's the easiest way to rationalize it here with just 4 minutes left to go. 4:02. Handoff here to Howell on first down and 10. Nope, excuse me. Nice pull there. It's actually a fake and a handoff to Remington Wilson, who gets himself another 7 yards or so. Second down and 3, now under 4 minutes. This ball game about 2.5 hours old. Again, a far cry from last week's sub 2-hour run fest. As Kenslow is sent in motion to the left. Jones under center. It's pitch out toward the right. Jackson Taylor on the run this time. Gets to the 40 here. Stiff arms one defender. Past the 30 to the 25. Gets pushed out of bounds just shy of the 20. And now here comes the second string unit. Looks like the starters are done. It's a full 11-man change here for West Plains. They're going to let the second string try to score here. See who the quarterback becomes here. Looks like it will be, is that 16? I have binoculars just to my right. I'm being stubborn at this point. It looks like it's Ethan Miller. Sophomore quarterback. He's under center. Man in motion. Pitch out toward the left. He's got some room. Flags thrown on the play here. He's going to be hit after about 3 yards on the carry that time. It looks like that was Old G. Marshall here, a freshman. Thanks, PA man. G. Marshall. But it's going to be holding here on West Plains. Another holding penalty here. That'll back him up 10. I believe the flag came behind the original line of scrimmage, so they'll get the full 10 yards here, and it'll be first down and 20 on the tackle that time. I believe it was Mason Scheller. Got a lot of new names into the game here. Of course, for Waynesville, some players we've seen a few times this year. So some players I just don't have names for. Our man number 87, one of those players, did the flip on the kick. First down and 20. Miller hands it off once more to Marshall. Marshall a lot more running room this time, but he's still going to be behind the original line of scrimmage. Gain of 8 or so. Second down, and it looks like maybe I was way off here. Second down and 15. Gain of 5. Second and 15 here. Now under 3 minutes left to go. Again, Waynesville will fall to 2-7 with the defeat tonight. West Plains gets back above 500, 5-4 on their year. Man set in motion toward the right here. Miller going to pitch to the right, but we get a flag first. Play is whistled dead. What's going to be the penalty flag here? It's going to be false start here called against West Plains. Rare non-holding penalty tonight called against the Zizzers. Again, we've had about 80% holding penalties today. Just the one penalty against Waynesville on a non-kickoff play, though. Again, your positives today, special teams and clean football. You're not hurting yourself, at least as far as the penalty flags are concerned. You did self-inflict a few injuries today. Obviously, the defensive touchdown given up to West Plains today. But haven't come from the penalty flags. Again, Miller, same formation, and another flag. Might this be another false start here? Head coach Joel Wyatt certainly not happy. It's another illegal motion here. And we'll back him up 5 more yards here. Second down and 25. Ball's now on the 35 here. And we'll again try the second down play. Make sure you stick around at post game, box score, final thoughts, scoring summary, and a reminder about our broadcast tomorrow. Same play. They're going to run it till they get it right. This time they've got it. Miller looking toward the pass. He's going to be hit as he throws. Deep down the field. Ball is overthrown, but there's going to be pass interference called here against Waynesville. On the coverage that time, Dwayne Davis. That ball was overthrown. I think Davis made a mistake there by tackling him anyway. That ball would have just simply flown over. Don't think there was any reason. And so now you're going to bail West Plains out of this situation here with the penalty. Better just let that one fly. Wasn't getting to it. Good throw, though, from Miller, at least as far as the power is concerned. So it's a 15-yard penalty, and that's going to negate all the yards that West Plains lost here on the holding and the 2 false starts. I feel like I may have jinxed it talking about the clean football today. 2:05 left to go here in this one. Again, your second stringers out on the field, your junior varsity. One of these players will go at it on Monday, I do believe. Second down and 10. We're back to where we started. Miller, pitch out to the left here. Marshall on the carry. Cuts it upfield, but cuts it up a little too late here. He's met at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be third down. So we're finally past second down here. Took us a while, but we got there. It'll be third down and 10. On the tackle, Carson Sutphin that time. But West Plains not really in a big old hurry to get back to the line here. They're letting them run plays, but they're certainly not going with that lightning fast approach. Two wide receivers right here. Again, 3rd down and 10. Need to get to the 10. Ball's currently on the 20. Miller fakes the handoff, looking to pass. Has to step up in the pocket, throws it out toward the right. Pass is complete, but he's going to be tackled well short. Pass was complete here to Luke Cropper. Yep, that's right. And it'll be 4th down and 7. Your kicker's out there as a player right now, by the way, Reed Comm. He's not listed as just a pure kicker. Wide receiver, DB, kicker combo. But it looks like West Plains is going to run this 4th down play, again, under a minute. Not much to be left here. Not much risk. Why not just get an extra play? So the lineup, 3 wide receivers left and 1 to the right. Waynesville, 3 men up defensively. 3 men down at least. Down on the line, that is. Miller's going to let that play clock run and run and run here. Takes a snap, looking for the pass. Screen off to the left-hand side. Pass is caught. Tripped up, taken down, short of the line. Think it's going to be a turnover on downs. Second stringers come up big here. Hold them here, and so Waynesville will bring in their... Well, it looks like a wide variety here. You've got some starters out there. Actually, nope, it is going to be the starters coming out onto the field. Pretty much the entire starting unit. Kelsey Jr. down there. Maybe Waynesville hunting for perhaps a few more district points if you can hit pay dirt. Scanning the field for the Plains players. You've got a few starters out there. Not all of them, though. Again, don't want to risk injury to anybody in particular here. A little bit worried for Waynesville. As unlikely as it may be. Snap here. Kelsey Jr. taking the carry. He's through the line, across the 20 to about the 22. And that looks like that'll be the final play here of this one. So again, Waynesville, a much better second half defensively. A lot of mistakes in the first half. 35 points given up in the first 2 quarters today effectively dooms them in this one. Your final score, 49-21. So we will do what we always do. We will take ourselves a few minutes for a timeout. We will come back. We'll go over your box score. We will go over some final thoughts in this one. Your Domino's Pizza, players that deliver. And, of course, then we'll set you up for next week and tomorrow here as well. Again, going to do a little bit of self-promotion before we wrap this one up here tonight. Actually, we will get one final play is what I'm being told. It was a timeout taken by Waynesville with 2 seconds left. So let's go ahead and get this final play in. Got me through the entire closing there. Didn't expect a timeout. Gonna be real with you. But, tell you what, it is a good feeling here. Final play of the game, Bishop Godwin gonna be coming out onto the field here. He's gonna run this final play. So, that explains the timeout. Again, Bishop Godwin expected to be the starting quarterback this season. Unfortunately injured, but getting well enough here for this final play. So here you go. 2 seconds. As Godwin lines up here. 2 wide receivers in the backfield. Josh Way and Kelsey Jr. Godwin takes a snap, drops it. Dropping back, he'll take the knee, but he'll get onto the field here in this game. He'll be mobbed by his teammates who will give him a hug there. So good feeling there for, again, Bishop Godwin on his senior night. So we'll go ahead and do it all again. We'll go ahead and go over our closing here. We'll take a few minutes. We'll come back. We will talk about your box score, your keys to the game, your Domino's Pizza players that deliver, and then we'll set you up again for next Friday and Saturday. But again, your final score here tonight, West Plains 49, Waynesville 21. We'll come back in a few. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
Our PA man caught in 4K as we officially informed the crowd that we will be back at home next week against Ozark. Went through his whole closing phrase and everything, so it's a pandemic here tonight. I wasn't aware the game was over. Our man's not aware that we've got one more home game here this week, so we'll go ahead and talk about all that here in just a moment. But again, your final score here in this one, West Plains 49, Waynesville 21. Waynesville does fall here tonight in the final regular season game. That much is true. So 49-21, Waynesville drops to 2-7 on the campaign. West Plains now 5-4 on the year. As we start our post-game coverage, we start with your box score here in this one. We've got a lot to talk about. Looked like it was going to be all Waynesville here today. All West Plains here today as they score the first 3 touchdowns of the game. First, a 25-yard touchdown pass, Isaiah Jones to Briggs Houston. That made it 7-0. And then a 35-yard touchdown pass from Jones to Rylan Kenslow made it 14-0 at the end of the first quarter. That third touchdown was a defensive touchdown, 68 yards. Waynesville going to the air only twice today. Unfortunately, the first one went for 68 yards, 7:32. Briggs Houston, his defensive touchdown today, made it 21-0. But Waynesville would find their first score right after that. Broke the 21, scoring the 21 unanswered points with 7 of their own, 52 yards for Michael Kelsey Jr., first of his 3 touchdown runs on the day, again 21-7. But it would be Jackson Taylor. He found himself a 7-yard touchdown run to re-give West Plains that 21-point lead, and then it was a 40-yard touchdown pass, second time that Jones and Houston were able to connect, gave us a 35-7 score at the break. The third quarter only saw 1 touchdown. It was a Waynesville touchdown. Another 15-yard run for Michael Kelsey Jr. to make it 35-14. But then we saw 3 more touchdowns in the fourth quarter, 2 of which were for the Zizzers. 40-yard touchdown pass from Jones to Houston made it 42-14. And then a 50-yard touchdown pass from Jones to Kenslow made it 49-14. But Waynesville gets the final touchdown on the night. Again, Michael Kelsey Jr., he did all the work tonight as far as the scoring goes. 9 yards out with 4:24 left to go in the game. Made it 49-21, our final score once again. So that is your box score. How about some final thoughts in this one? Well, ultimately, it's a 4-quarter game. I really like the change in effort. Effort, maybe not the right word there. Do believe Waynesville was given a pretty solid effort for all 4 quarters here today. Do like the change of plans. Whatever adjustments were made in the locker room did certainly help, as they do keep West Plains to 14 yards or 14 second half points compared to 35 in the first half. I know obviously the defensive touchdown did stilt those numbers just a little bit, but you ultimately got to do it from the get-go. We've now seen Waynesville kind of do that a couple times. Against Bolivar, it was the excellent first half, or, well, rather I should say first quarter in about 11 minutes or so before things went south there in that game. Rolla, you had yourself pretty much, well, you kind of just divided it up on the field, not necessarily the quarters there in that one, but then here tonight, yeah, I mean, you played a much better second half here today. Actually tied the second half with West Plains here today in what was mostly a starter-based game. So it is what it is, but again, senior night, obviously not the result Waynesville wanted, but 49-21, 3 touchdown runs on the day. A good effort. Ultimately, though, you take the loss here. Of course, we've got our Domino's Pizza players that deliver here for this one. Obviously, when you score 3 touchdowns on the ground, that pretty much earns you the honor there. Of course, we'll give it to Michael Kelsey Jr. here today. And then on the defensive side, again, the secondary was really challenged hard here tonight, and I think that's actually something we'll rewind here for a little bit before we kind of move on there. I'm all stilted here today, but the secondary, they're going to need to work a little bit. Next week, you're going to face Ozark, of course, here at home. Ozark, they're 1-7. Most likely 1-8 after here tonight, but that's a team that will go to the air on occasion. Definitely going to have to answer some questions. Did get beat deep a lot here tonight, but there was one pass in particular that led to a turnover, and so we will go ahead and give Carmelo Jackson a Domino's Pizza players that deliver nod here today for, again, that interception. Set up touchdown number 2 here today. You can definitely see how things kind of maybe shift in your favor a little bit when you're able to create turnovers. West Plains certainly did it to Waynesville here today. West Plains did get the better in that second half. So, as stilted as it all was, Michael Kelsey Jr. and Carmelo Jackson, your two Domino's Pizza players that deliver. And so, let's go ahead and take a look at some area scores now. Let's go ahead and move on over to that. Need to go ahead and load that up for you. Of course, we've got a few scores we're watching here tonight. The big one, though, was pretty much already out of reach. And so, let's go ahead and start with that one here, as we do have a final in that one. Nixa 51, Ozark 7. So, by the virtue of having two wins, two Ozarks 1, Waynesville will go ahead and secure that number 4 seed in the district, which means they will be at home next week. Winner plays Nixa in Nixa a couple of weeks from now. But other scores here for you. Lamar defeats Hollister 49-7. Marionville defeats Miller 57-0. I am not going to be going home at least a partial winner here tonight. Seneca defeats Nevada 40-36 in what was most likely a very competitive ball game here tonight. Looks like that one was probably a lot of fun for old Mike Harbit. Lebanon defeats Rolla here tonight 42-10. Again, a game played yesterday. Ava defeats Willow Springs 73-0. Webb City defeats Branson 20-0. Republic defeats Carl Junction 26-0. And Mount Vernon defeats Reed Spring 42-27. And again, no score from Fairgrove and El Dorado Springs. Those are your state-ranked games here today. We're starting to get a few finals across the board. Here's a Ozark Conference score. Kickapoo defeats Bolivar 44-7 here tonight. Carthage defeats Willard 28-14. Hillcrest, a 22-point lead over Parkview. So it looks like Hillcrest is going to be picking up their first win here tonight. Like I said, I had Parkview there in that matchup, so a little bit surprising there, but Hillcrest, certainly a capable team with some athletes. Looks like they're going to win that one. Aurora defeats Rogersville 15-13. Of course, Rogersville, a team entering that new Ozark Mountain Conference. I guess marginally important to Waynesville, as that's kind of been the shift that's kind of started a lot of things here. Things that we're not quite sure how things are going to end up. Camdenton defeats Glendale 51-21, and Joplin defeats Neosho 56-24. I think that is pretty much all district teams and all conference teams here for Waynesville tonight. So again, we've got football next week for you. It's finally time for the playoffs, and because of the 5-team district, Waynesville's got themselves a home matchup. As they've earned the 4 seed, they will be welcoming Ozark to town next week. Ozark 1-8 on the campaign, but they play in that mighty tough COC conference, so it's not going to be a cakewalk for Waynesville. They're certainly going to have to take a look at the things that didn't necessarily go right here today and, try to turn it around next week, because Ozark is going to be a capable team that looks to do both against you, both run and pass, and at times today, Waynesville did struggle against both. Obviously, maybe a step down from West Plains, but still a tough opponent next week. So that'll be, again, a 7 o'clock kick. It'll be a 6:30 pregame, like normal, right here on Z102.3. Really looking forward to some playoff football. Again, hopefully Waynesville can get on through and keep it going for a couple more weeks yet, if not more. Of course, we'll then face off against the number 1 seed, Nixa, whoever wins next week. But that's not going to be our next broadcast. Our next broadcast is actually tomorrow. I've got myself a long road trip ahead of me. Going to go home, going to take a nice nap, and then I'm going to get ready to go because I've got a trip to Chaffee. We're going to turn our attention back towards softball for a little bit. The Iberia Lady Ranger softball team taking on the Chaffee Red Devils over by Cape Girardeau. 3.5 hours, in fact, I think is the journey. So that is a 2 o'clock start tomorrow. If you're listening for a little more sports, it'll be a 1:45 pregame over on 97.9 The Source. Do keep in mind that is going to be on 97.9, which means you can also listen to it online at myozarksonline.com. Again, Iberia Lady Ranger softball coming up tomorrow. And then obviously when things happen there, we'll figure out what's going on with the whole softball schedule. Of course, St. Elizabeth also playing tomorrow, another area team. They are at home against Marion C. early on the Class 1 side of things. But with that said, I think that's where we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here tonight. For Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harbit. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you here tonight. Again, your final score, West Plains 49, Waynesville 21. You have been listening to Tiger Football right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Football on 102.3 FM. Our game has been brought to you by Life Care Center, Post Pawn, Action Automotive, Air Serve Heating and Air, Baymont Inn, Bates Self-Storage, Ed Wilson Auto Works, A to Z Exterminating, A-Plus Tire and Lube, On-Site Towing and Recovery, Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, Suggy's Fashion and Beauty Supply, the Marys County Bank, Cedar Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Holland and John Gregory, Hall's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. Join us this 2023 season for Waynesville Tiger football on Friday night under the lights.